Hello, hello, hello! What's up this morning, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to you all. Oh no, Susception, I did it again. Good to see ya, I turned it off. Good to see ya. What is up? My fish is bad. The Mega Magikarp, good to see ya. Variant, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 93rd month. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you. How is everyone doing today? Beast Mode AI, Funky Mode, welcome you to the Fishbowl as well. Thank you. Labrador, Ale Lord, how is everyone today? Silty Smacker, welcome. Dylan Hunter, Lucid, hey, how are you, Lucid? Good to see you. Wizard Flesh, Ravens Boy. Hopefully everyone is having a spectacular day, a wonderful week, and we're gonna have some fun today. So we're gonna play some Standard, we're gonna talk some Edge of Eternities, and then we're supposed to get some new spoilers in a couple of hours. So we'll probably check in on Blake in a couple hours and see what spoilers we might get from the set. Awesome to meet you, MagicCon. Thanks for chatting for a bit. You're a lot taller than you look on YouTube. I swear, that is the most common. When someone meets me for the first time in person at MagicCon, it's either I recognize you by your voice, you have a distinctive voice, or oh my god, you're way taller than I realized. Those are the two most common. I am a lot taller than, yeah, I'm easy to find, which I guess is good for MagicCon stuff. It's I stand out in the crowd, or over the crowd, I guess. But so what do you all think of this set? Oh my goodness, this set's so cool. I gotta say, we've seen this warp mechanic might actually be kind of busted. How tall am I in metric? Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Metric to feet. Convert meters to feet. Oh no, can I do it backwards? Because I'm like in foot 6. No, this isn't gonna work. 6 foot and like 4 inches. No, 64 feet. That's not right. 6. Can we do a point? 6.3. I don't know, just under 2 meters, apparently, just under 2 meters. I'm like 6'3" or 6'4", so like somewhere in between. I'm not like 7 foot like my little brother or whatever, but relatively tall. I also stand out compared to the rest of the Goldfish crew, because Richard, Krem, Morgan, and Tomer are all tiny, and by that I mean probably average. There was a picture someone got of the podcast. I don't know if I can find it. And the size differential is just so massive. Like definitely stands out amongst the rest of the Goldfish crew. But yes, this set, I'm getting more and more hyped. The more we see of this set, the more I'm hyped for this set. The warp mechanic is so cool. Spacecraft, I'm still kind of like, we'll see. We got an Ancient Tomb reprint. The Ancient Tomb, my god, is that art spectacular. It's so good. Look at how beautiful that card is. And it's like a $100 reprint, which is also kind of huge. Did you know the gold border, not tournament legal, Ancient Tomb, is $55? Phil is not actually that tall, but he is taller than the rest of the crew. He might be like, I don't know, 6 foot-ish, maybe 5'11", somewhere in that range. Motherfrogger, my fish is bad. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you both for your subscriptions. Heyo to you. And also, Krim and Seth together are like Master Blaster from the world of Mad Max. I can see it. Big scoop cheer for both of you. Thank you. So, what do you think of this set? Now that we've seen a bunch of it, I feel like the warp stuff we got in the last day, 2 1-mana warp cards. Loading Zone is kind of insane at 1 mana. I almost think this could be a combo piece, even back to older formats. I'm going to try building around it, because being able to double your counters, even for 1 turn for 1 mana, is really good. Also, Pinnacle Emissary is kind of wild. I think this might be one of the best modern cards from this set. Being able to warp it for 1 mana, and whenever you cast an artifact, you get a 1/1 flyer. Seems kind of busted, because you can just warp this on turn 1, then go like Mox Opal, Mox Amber, Mishra's Bauble, and end turn 1 with like 3 or 4 1/1 flyers on the battlefield, which then also does wild things if you're playing Affinity shenanigans. It is so good. It's so good. So I'm very intrigued by this set. We are getting more spoilers today in a couple of hours, so we will check out the spoiler stream once we get there. Final Fantasy wasn't really for me. This feels much closer to home. I have to give Wizards a lot of credit, because there was some, Affinity is broken. Yeah, who would have guessed? I gotta give Wizards a lot of credit, because there was a lot of fear that this was gonna be a hat set, another Ether Drift or Murders at Karlov Manor. And I'm pretty confident that this is not a hat set. Like this, I think the flavor of this actually makes a lot of sense. This is a real Magic set with new characters. It's just set in outer space. So not only do we get a real Magic set that's not a hat set, we also, which I love, get a ton of super cool space art, which is easily, I would say, and maybe this is just my bias towards liking outer space, but I gotta say, I think this is the best art we've seen on a Magic set in quite a while. Like, I'm trying to think when the last set where I was really just blown away by the art. This might be some of my favorite art in just a main Magic set of all time, actually. It's so good. Yes, I know. That's what we didn't get, right? Is Space Bellerin in loot in a spacesuit or whatever. That's what I was afraid it was gonna be, is, loot goes to space. Yeah. But it seems like Wizards has actually learned their lesson. And this is actually like there's references. There's stuff that you can be like, oh, that kind of reminds me of whatever, but it's not the blue shell from Mario. Like they learned that's just not something the Magic community really wants. So shout out to Wizards for actually kind of nailing it with this set. But the other thing I love about this set is there's just so many cool build-arounds. Like, the whole station mechanic is really intriguing, but then a lot of the other cards, like Dawnsire, Exalted Sunborn, has so many shenanigans. Famished Worldsire has a bunch of combo potential. So many of these cards, the Affinity, Sammy, everything has Affinity card. Dominion Bracelet as a weird version of Mindslaver on equipment. There's so many cool cards to build around in this set, and that just has me super hyped, because that's what I look for more than anything, is like, can we do ridiculous things with these cards? And there's a lot of cards in this set that if you build the right deck around them, I feel like they can do pretty ridiculous things. Thanks for the overview of the upcoming set, but I think you missed the point of the 1-mana blue spacecraft. Ooh, what is the point, Kara 2T of the 1-mana spacecraft? I'm curious. What did I miss on that one? I'm sure I miss all kinds of things. Like that is part of the cost of spoiler videos, is like, it's kind of a first gut reaction, because it's like so quick right after they're spoiled. So it's not like you have days to think about it or whatever. But anyway, I'm curious what I missed. Reminders real quick, and then let's play some Magic as we wait for the spoilers to come about in a couple of hours. Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, spoiler content. I think yesterday there was no budget Magic. I'm pretty sure that's the last gameplay video that's going to be missing, so we should be back to normal. Next week, I should say, I believe next Wednesday should be early access day. I haven't heard anything official about it yet, but I'm expecting Wednesday to be early access day, so hopefully we get to start checking out some of these new cards on Wednesday. Cassinger, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your
sci-fi movie. Book go.
Thank you. Wait, what was that? Okay, Lucid with a $3 donation. Seth, favorite sci-fi movie / book go. Ooh. Okay, favorite sci-fi movie or book. So I never really got into reading sci-fi, so I don't know if I have a favorite sci-fi book. Does I'm trying to like. So I did like the original Star Wars. I liked Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I did read that too. So maybe that. I feel like these are very normie answers from someone who is not super deep into into sci-fi. I really like space, but I never got super deep into sci-fi. I feel like those are just like the boringest answers though. I'm trying to think of what else would count. I like a lot of like not shorts, but there's some really good like sci-fi anthology type stories. Like there's some good sci-fi in Black Mirror. There's some good sci-fi episodes I really like the space episode with, I don't even know the guy's name, but the really creepy psychopath from Breaking Bad kid. But there's really good episodes of that. So I like some of that stuff. Love, Death, Robots has some good anthology sci-fi stuff. Yeah, those I think I watch more than the movies, is like some of those anthology type sci-fi stuff. I'm going to like this set for 6 weeks until the net set comes out. Yeah, stuff does move pretty fast these days. Perhaps, do you think stuff moves too fast? On one hand, I'm so torn on this, because I feel like faster set release and this is probably just a content creation thing, but I feel like the faster set releases in some ways is helpful for content because we always have new cards to talk about, which I think is nice. On the other hand, and this one hit me really hard with Final Fantasy in specific, because we had Final Fantasy, the most hype set release of the year, and then we went to Vegas for a week in between there, and then I came back from Vegas, and it felt like we were instantly into Edge of Eternities. So that's one of the times when it really felt like, oh, this is just too fast. Like, give me another month to like mess around with Final Fantasy stuff. I think that Spider-Man, I believe, from what I've heard of Spider-Man, and I think this is true, I think that Spider-Man was supposed to be an Aftermath style set or an Assassin's Creed style set. It's already a smaller set than normal. I think it was supposed to be a mini set, and then they decided to shift everything to standard, and then they tried to like make it a little bit bigger, but it's still way smaller than like Final Fantasy or Edge of Eternities. I'm very curious to see how that is actually going to turn out. I actually think that Spider-Man might kind of flop. I think it might kind of flop. I don't know. I'm not big into superheroes, but whenever I hear people talk about Marvel stuff these days, it is 90% of the time it's someone complaining about Marvel stuff. Maybe it doesn't matter, but I'm actually very curious to see how Spider-Man does. I actually think Avatar, it's going to flop on Arena hard. I actually think Avatar might be bigger than Spider-Man. Yeah, I don't know if I have faith in the MCU at this point. If it was like 7 years ago, when MCU was at its peak, oh my God, this set would be huge. But now, 7 years later, I don't know, is MCU still gonna carry? Is it still gonna carry? Funky Monkey Beats, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 20th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super chat for you, thank you. They're really... Okay, how do we handle that? And then let's talk about this deck and start playing Magic. But this is a question for you, chat, because I don't know how to handle this. The next set we get is Spider-Man, which is going to be coming out in like a month or something, because I think it's slightly longer than that, but it comes so quickly. So it's going to be coming soon. If you miss this, the paper set's going to be Spider-Man. The Arena and Moto set is going to be not Spider-Man, because they don't have the rights to it. How do we handle this? Like, when I do a movie or a spoiler video, what do we say? Like, spoiler videos, I imagine it'll be Spider-Man. I quit, that's how I handle it. I mean, I can't blame you for that. I can't blame you, Stone Rain. Dogga Myth, welcome to the Fishbowl for this 74th month. Big super chat for you, thank you. But like, when we do a gameplay video, which is recorded on Arena, and we play Spider-Man, is it Spider-Man or is it arachnid humanoid from Arena? Like, I don't even know how we're supposed to handle this. It is... I hate it. Wizards has done a lot of things I like, but boy, that is not one of them. I'm not even like the harshest Universes Beyond critics. I can deal with it. I can deal with the Universes Beyond. Boy, that's bad though. What a Synthesizer Lab Ship. Yeah, what did I get wrong about Synthesizer Lab Ship? So let me pull it up. Synthesizer Lab Ship. And then we'll talk about this deck and start playing some Magic as we wait. Let's see. Synthesizer Lab Ship. So this was on our spoiler video yesterday. And my take on Synthesizer Lab Ship was, it's like a Simic Cookies style of card, right? It's only 2 to get to the first level that lets you animate your artifacts. You can play it with Tough Cookies, something like that. My biggest concern is it only turns the creature into a 2/2. The upside is it is very fast, and it does have flying. So I think in some sort of cookie style deck, it could be good. What did I miss about this card, though? That does give me way more mispronunciation opportunities. I don't know. I thought this one was pretty straightforward, actually, as far as where it went. But I'm curious what other shenanigans there might be that I missed. Not digging the space theme set. Really, Stone Rain. I thought you might like it because of Star Wars and so forth. I thought maybe you'd get behind it, but what do you think about Disculpting Blast? Disculpting Blast. Okay, Disculpting Blast. I think the card is fine. I think it's fine. Also, I love the art in this set. I really, really love the art. What in the world is happening here? Why is there a little face emoji. What is... I don't even not like this art. I just do not understand what is happening. My brain does not comprehend what is happening in this art. It looks kind of cool in an abstract way. No idea what's going on, though. So the card, 2-minute instant, bounce a non-land permanent. If it was attacking, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying, can only block creatures with flying. So we have in standard right now Into the Floodmaw. We also have 3, I think, or 4 2-mana bounce and non-land permanent effects. Two of them surveil. One of them is Into the Royal, where you can kick it for 4 mana to draw a card. So I feel like this is in that class. The question is, how big is the 1/1 colorless drone? I like that it can bounce your own things. My guess is this is worse than Into the Floodmaw, and that keeps it from seeing a ton of play. But I do think it can have uses as like a secondary bounce effect that goes up in value if you want to bounce your own things sometimes. So I think it's fine, but I don't think it's like a 4 of staple that in any deck that I can think of. They reprinted Lotus Field. Ooh, wait, Lotus Field? That's actually a pretty good reprint with the sweet new art. We also got a new spacecraft here. What is a spacecraft? Uthro Scan Ship. 4 mana, 4/4 when it enters. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. Oh, yeah, all right, that's fine. That's kind of limited level, fine. Rotation is also 3 years. It is. Rotation is 3 years from now. So these cards are going to exist for a long time, and that's something to keep in mind with this set, right? Here's the Lotus Field. Oh my God, man, those are just some friggin' beautiful Magic cards. They're so... I'm not a big like print guy. I'm actively looking to get prints from some of these spacecraft arts from the artists to hang on my walls. Like, the art is just so good that I actually just want to get prints. Yeah, so this is the Lotus Field reprint, and it just looks so incredibly good. It makes me wonder, do you think they have to pay more for the good art? Like, these really spectacular pieces. My question is this: is there a reason that this couldn't just be like the main set art? Could all Magic art be this beautiful? or do we have to have like super special art for certain cards? Because it makes me wonder, couldn't all the art be this good? Because this is just like, it's all so beautiful. Maybe it's the borderlessness that might be part of it too. Is if you put the same art in the normal frame, a lot of the art would be cut off and you wouldn't be able to see it. But the art is just so incredibly good. They use AI for alchemy. Wait, they use AI for alchemy? Is there actually proof of this? Because publicly, Wizards has said they don't use AI. Although their CEO has also talked a lot about how he really wants to use AI and it's going to change everything. I'm curious. If they actually are using it, or if that's just a rumor. Anyway, what are we doing? Bat Green Shell, rotation proof. Ooh. Oh, that looks sweet. Yeah, I want to revisit frogs. I want to revisit some frog action at some point. Right after Bloomburrow came out, I love playing frogs, and I haven't played them in a while. We might have to do some more frogging. That looks sweet, Joe. So what are we doing as we wait for spoilers today? So this is one of those days. Oh, I think I forgot to shout out our sponsor today, Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, maybe from Edge of Eternities or some other set, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. So anyway, what are we doing today? So this is one of those days that I think we woke up. Did I forget that I forgot? Well, double shout out for Card Kingdom then. So that is true. Butts actually matter more in standard now. Sledge Sledge Clash Siege Ship. Let me read this up. Sledge Class. I don't know what Sledge Clash Siege Ship is. I don't. Oh, let me see this thing. It looks like a leaked card. So here's the thing. This is a good PSA for so I think this is a leak that we haven't gotten yet. This is a good PSA. So if you turn a spacecraft into a creature using an effect like an animate artifact effect, something that turns it into a creature, you don't get the thing's abilities. So the way it would work is if you had that other vehicle we were talking about that can turn something into a 2/2, you would get a 2/2 Sledge Clash Siege Ship, but unless it has 7 charge counters on it, it is not going to have flying. Well, I guess it will if your other effect has flying, but you're not going to get the ability of being able to put something into play from your hand. So it actually, there's not any way to cheat on that I'm aware of. You have to get at least 7 charge counters on it. So if you turn this into an artifact creature, it would just be a vanilla artifact creature, essentially. So it does cut off some of the shenanigans that you could do. The spacecraft, the abilities are tied to the number of charge counters, not whether or not they're a creature, which is unlike vehicles. Vehicles, the way vehicles are formatted, if you turn a vehicle like Salvation... If you turn a vehicle like Salvation Engine into a creature, then you're going to get its ability, right? When it attacks, you get to reanimate something. So if you turn that into a vehicle, you get around the crew cost. Doesn't work with spacecraft, though. Spacecraft do not actually work that way, unfortunately. Part of the package I'm sending is some cards I altered. Ooh, I'll be excited to see them, Stone Rain. That sounds sweet. I'm even more looking forward to it now. Anyway. So I woke up and we chose violence today. What are we doing as we wait for spoilers in a couple of hours? Our goal today is to just try to exile our opponent's entire deck. We are playing some Orzhov Prison, some Orzhov Exile. Essentially, we don't want to win. We want to take away our opponent's will to play Magic. So how are we doing this? If you look at our deck, we have the End. Exiles all copies of a creature. Northern Vanguard, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. I don't think spacecraft are good enough, much like vehicles, actually. I think, I can't shake the feeling they're going to play better than they look. I keep saying that. But then someone brought up Battles, and Battles was the main mechanic of a set, and it flops super hard. So I guess it is possible that it flops super hard. I'm hoping that they play better than they look. I think they're going to be getting Commander, at least. But in Standard, we'll have to wait and see. They look a little bit bad, but then I'm holding out hope that they play better once we actually get to play with them. So what are we doing with this deck? We are just trying to exile every relevant card from our opponent's deck. We have the End. Exiles a creature, we get rid of all copies of it. We got Deadly Cover-Up. Wrath the board, exiles all copies of something from our opponent's graveyard. We're playing Ancient Vendetta. Name a card. Search your opponent's stuff for 4 copies of it, exile it. Stonebrain does the same thing. So we're just going to wrath away our opponent's board with Day of Judgment, with Deadly Cover-Up. We're going to kill their stuff with Legion Dash and get lost. And we're just going to exile all of our opponent's stuff. And then if we need to actually close out the game, we have Outrageous Robbery to exile the rest of our opponent's deck. So essentially, I would call this Orzhov Prison, I guess. So let's see. I don't know how realistic this is in our current meta, but let's see if we can just exile every meaningful card from our opponent's deck. Can we make it so it's like Kaya's Extraction? It very much is Lucid, except standard version. There's only one Kedramos in the deck, but... Ooh, Liliana. Liliana would be good. I know, who needs... I mean, it's kind of player removal, because I think we remove the player's desire to play Magic. That is the hope. We don't need to kill them. We just need to make them not want to play anymore, so they give up. What is the best box I've ever opened? Ooh... What is the best box I've ever opened? Probably, there was a couple of times I got like OG Lotto cards from like, oh, what was it? Battle for Zendikar or something like that, which at the time were pretty expensive. I guess we also hit a couple of serialized cards. The serialized Stomping Grounds was like a $500 hit. That one also, that's probably the single most valuable card that I've opened out of a pack, I think. I don't think I hit I'm trying to remember. Kaladesh, I don't think I hit a Kaladesh Invention. I definitely remember an Overgrown Tomb from... What is the... Wait, are these Galaxy foils that expensive? Wait a minute. I have a Galaxy foil. I have a Galaxy foil Temple Garden that I got out of a pack. Is that actually worth like hundreds of dollars? Oh my god. Wait. It's $250? When did these become... Oh, I thought these were like $50 or something, which is still... Oh my god. Oh. Huh. Well, well, apparently we have a very expensive temple garden. That's sweet. What is the best box you have ever opened? Do you ever actually sell the cards from your openings? I sell a lot of them, actually. A lot of them just go to Card Conduit to fund the next box opening. I do sometimes keep a bit of stuff like for commander decks or whatever, but yeah, a lot of it I end up just shipping back out and reselling to fund the next box. Bonnet Town Greeter looks like, ooh, Jund Roots. All right. Well, let's see how this goes. Let's play a Caves of Koilos. So chat, we're up against. Do we Legion Dash a Molt Tender? That seems kind of janky. You know what? Let's do it. So chat, next turn we get to exile any card we want from our opponent's deck. All copies of it with Ancient Vendetta. What do we choose? Soul Cauldron? Do we just go for the Soul Cauldron and cut off the combo kill? Tyvar's good. Voldaren Thrill Seeker's good. Roots is very good. I feel like Roots or Soul Cauldron. If there's a Roots on the battlefield, it gets worse. But if there's no Roots on the battlefield, Roots might be the number one. Rubble Belt Maverick. I actually think my best box was Lord of the Rings Holiday Edition, where I opened a serialized Pillar of Rooms, 40 of 100. So let me be about a bunch of serialized doctors. Yeah, if you can get, man, if you can hit, oh no, Das Roots. Okay. Well, that makes it less appealing. So now we probably got to kill the Roots, I guess. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Well, okay, let's pass. Let's pass. Get lost the Roots, most likely. And then hopefully we can, I mean, if we can just draw land. Oh, God. Okay, sure. Tyvar. Pound it ticks down. Well, blow up the Roots. Land. We need a land. Pound it. Gonna get back a Skews, maybe? Gets back a Snarling Gorehound. I mean, now we can get rid of all the Roots. Found it. Cracks. Another Maverick. Gonna mill it. And gets in, hits us. We do draw land. Now play the land. Oh, all right, what's our game plan? So we can kill the Tyvar, or exile the Tyvar, set up for Deadly Cover-Up next turn. That's pretty good. We can Ancient Vendetta. Yeah, let's get rid of the Tyvar. This also gets us evidence in the graveyard that we need for Deadly Cover-Up next turn. About it. Oh, Cody Scavenger to get back. Roots. Get back the Roots, but can't play it. Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's happening. Oh my God. Okay. Are they going to scoop this turn? Are they going to scoop this turn? That is the real question. Well, opponent, we have a deadly Cover-Up for you. We are going to exile 6 mana value. We're going to blow up your board. They have a Roots on top. They have a Roots in the graveyard. They have a Roots in hand. They have no Roots at all. All right, let's look at the deck. Overlord would be a good name. There's 2 Tyvars, 3 Terras, 1 Soul Cauldron. Oh, I mean, getting rid of Roots is huge. All right, found it. Can you win with your Roots deck with no Insidious Roots? That is the question. Yeah, they 1 in hand, 1 on top, and they lost them all. Found it. Osteomancer's Adept passes. Well, let's play the Shadowy Backstreet. Do a little Surveillant. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This needs 5 or more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we don't need the Caves of Koilos. Well, Ancient Vendetta. Who is my favorite Magic character? Probably Flibblethip. I love Flibblethip. Why do you play the worst basics? It's just the default. Found it. Cachet grab. Gonna do some digging. Gonna take the Terra. Well, in that case, I guess we're gonna name Terra. Terra Magical Adept. Opponent, thank you for letting us know what to take from your hand. All right, Terra's down. Oh, they do have another Tyvar. All right. Well, get rid of all the Terras. And pass the turn. What is your favorite Magic character? Ornithopter. Does that even count as a character? Opponent. Gonna try to replay the graveyard. I mean, the good news is we do have a White Sun's Twilight. So after our opponent does whatever they're gonna do here, hopefully we just White Sun's Twilight them into oblivion. Have you seen the recent CGB video getting turn 3 or 4 kills with Dinosaur Combo deck? I have not. Although, I mean, reanimating dinos seems pretty powerful. There are, I mean, if you can reanimate Gultistian Pea Tyrant and put a handful of dinosaurs into play, you're probably gonna win. I imagine. 21 lands, my goodness. Whew, that scares me just looking at the number 21 lands, but yeah, the idea looks cool. I like the idea a lot. You could probably win fairly too. I know, you really should lose it. Well, okay, let's blow it up. Blow it up, make some mites, gain some life. Play the Shadowy Backstreet. Definitely do not want a Concealed Courtyard. Oh, well, we'll see. We have used all of our resources, and our opponent still has a Tyvar left. Tyvar comes down. Opponent can take it down. Without the roots, they can't pop off super hard, but
it's not a victory without you.
But they get back another Adept that they can use to cast more stuff from the graveyard. Ooh, Ketramos is interesting. I'll go to combat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So kill the Tyvar. Hit our opponent a bit. Play the Ketramos, but we don't have anything to exile at the moment. Rakdos joins up, deals damage, a lethal amount of damage when you reanimate Galta and you legend rule most of your dinos. That does sound super sweet. That is, Rakdos joins up as a pretty sweet reanimation spell. You remember the game? Wait, what game are we talking about, Howie? Well, let's play Ketramos. Found it. Cash grab. I mean, if we can draw, we have one Outrageous Robbery. If we draw Outrageous Robbery, I think we can just finish them. Or very close to finishing them. The bad news is our opponent's going to be able to play a lot of stuff from the graveyard. Well, pass the turn. Found it. Thorn Vault Forager. Sure. And really good at drawing those Tyvars. Tyvar again. Found it. I'm gonna mill. And reanimate. 14 cards left. We're like one good draw away, I think. Without the roots, all of these synergies are so much less scary. Yeah, we're gonna Demolition Field to
Dang
to
ol'
thin our
Loch
deck
Ness
anyway.
monster.
We have a new donation. The Mega Magic Carp, $3.50. Dang ol' Loch Ness. What? Dang ol' Loch Ness monster. What? What are we talking about? I'm thinking about making a Honeycrisp jalapeno mead. Would you try it? I'm excited and strongly considering it. Whew. Yes, I would try it. I will say, let's do a basic check. See if our opponent has lands left. Worst case, we should be able to thin our deck a bit. We really just want to draw. Oh, they do have a basic. All right, come on, deck. Come on, deck. Something to go with the Ketramos. This also turns on the Scavenging Ooze, I guess. Found it. I'm gonna do some eating. We draw. Nothing. Well, go to combat. All the mites at Tyvar. Found it. Gonna block. And block. And block. And Tyvar dies. I'll pass the turn. Can we beat this Adept, though? Recasting the graveyard. 12 cards. Only 12 cards left. We got a Ketramos on defense. Opponent. Oh, no! Top deck's the Soul Cauldron. And that is bad news. Because that will let our opponent turn things into a Voldaren Thrillseeker. Which is a way they can get through a lot of damage. Opponent oh! Outrageous robbery. Outrageous robbery. Outrageous robbery. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, how far do we go? How far do we go? Oh, what a draw. What a draw. Do we just go all the way? Do we just go X7? That'll put them to 5 cards left in their deck. All right, here we go. Outrageous robbery. 4-7. Actually, we can do it at instant speed. Yeah, let's just pass. Do we need to attack with Ketramos? Probably not. All right, let's just pass. Hopefully we don't die to Agatha's Soul Cauldron, Voldaren Thrillseeker. That's what I'm scared of. We're gonna full send. We're gonna full send. We just gotta wait till we'll wait till our opponent's end step. I forgot it was an instant. There's no reason to do a main phase with the instant. Because we're gonna wow, they didn't do anything. Okay. Okay, opponent plays a land. Molt Tender, sure. Keep on milling. Keep on milling, opponent. Keep on milling. Would you like to tutor up a squirrel? I think the robbery's gonna get it, right? The one of, opponent, combat, opponent. Swings with the crew. Well, we will block the Scavenging Ooze. Oh, this is gonna be not just a robbery, but an outrageous robbery. It is literally going to be outrageous about it. Why does this card not see play? Why do people not play outrageous robbery? It seems like it's actually pretty powerful. Oh, on the mead, jalapeno honey sounds kind of weird, but yes, I would try it. I would try it, even though I'm not really much of a drinker. Opponent. Soul Cauldron. Gonna counter up the ooze. I mean, they can't beat us here, right? They can, like, grow it a little bit, sack it to fizzle the life gain. Sure. Eat the Gorehound. But it looks like, what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe they can hit us for? Eats the Gorehound. I mean, opponent's gaining some life. Not that it really matters. Wow. Okay. Opponent does nothing instead. Ketramos lives. Indestructibility. 16. Opponent gonna counter up the Thornvault Forager. Sure. I mean, they can sack their board for damage, but it's not enough damage. 5, 8, 11, 12. Close to enough damage, but not quite enough. Well, all right. It is time for an outrageous robbery. Outrageous robbery, X7. Give us your cards. Okay. 4 cards left. 4 cards left. How do we close out this game? We do need to not die, which is a challenge. Oh, can we figure out what they have left? Help me, chat. Help me. What can we exile with the Stone Brain that would be relevant? Is there anything? 1 Black Overlord. 2 Black Overlords. 3 Black Overlords. There should be a Black Overlord, right? Are there even 1 Tyvar, 2 Tyvar, 3 Tyvar? So does that mean there's a Tyvar left? 4 Tyvar. That's 4 Tyvars, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's go Black Overlord, I think. Let's play the Stone Brain. Let's exile Stone Brain. Draw a card. Ugh. All right, land, not great. Overlord of the Baelmerk. I think they have 1 left. Okay, Molt Tender, Haywire Might. 2 in the graveyard. Molt Tender, Haywire Might, land. All right, I'll get rid of it. Draw a card. Okay, Get Lost helps. Get Lost helps. So let's play the Molt Tender. Let's play the Adept. Let's play the Restless Fortress. Go to combat. Gain a little life with Ketramose, I think. Opponent's deck was Haywire Might, land, Molt Tender. Those are the 3 cards. Haywire Might, land, Molt Tender. The question is, can they kill us with... What we need our opponent to do is just be a tiny bit greedy. If our opponent's a tiny bit greedy, and they try to maximize their Scavenging Ooze damage by ticking it up on our end step, then we can get lost to Scavenging Ooze, and then I think that pretty much locks it in. The only way we can realistically die is this Voldaren Thrillseeker ability. That's the only way we can realistically die with the Scavenging Ooze. No, they spoiled the Strip Mine? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. No. Oh, we actually, okay. After this game, we'll look at, there's a couple of spoilers that came up. We'll look at the new spoilers as soon as this game wraps up. So get him with the Ketramose. Gain some life. And pass the turn. Oh, do we kill the ooze now? Okay, we gotta actually think. Oh my god, why do we have to think? So if we go to kill the ooze, we kill the ooze, they sack it for 5 damage at our face, we go to 13. Then they can sack this for... they can recast their graveyard still. Not that there's a ton. But they could get back the Proliferate Dork. There's no way they're going to piece it together. Okay, do we just kill the ooze? I think we have to just kill the ooze. Yeah, you're right. Then the ooze can go under the cauldron. How many creatures are there? 1? I know. 2, 3... All right, let's just wait. We'll just wait, see what our opponent does. Opponent untaps, opponent draws. 2 cards left. Opponent looking at our graveyard. Nothing worth eating. Opponent going to eat a Kinker Bloom. Okay. Sure. Counter on the ooze. Opponent goes to combat. Opponent attacks, attacks, attacks. We will block here. Block here. Wow! Opponent mills a card, okay? It's other Moltender. 1 card left. 1 single card. Oh, this is so close, opponent. Scavenging Ooze. Gonna do a little feasting. Okay. What a close game, my goodness. Hey, what's up, Ducky Sausage? Have you heard of Viagra Boys? Do they do the I'm an island boy? That is it those people? Otherwise, no. Yeah, this is gonna play some long games. I think they have lethal if they proliferate before damage. Maybe. They do have to sack creatures to proliferate. And they can't sack the Molt Tender because it doesn't have counters. And we also have the removal spell. This ended up being a really close game. Opponent going to eat the Town Greeter. Okay. They also have to pay 1, remember, to use the Voldaren Thrillseeker's ability. So if they want to sack their stuff, they have to leave mana available to sack their stuff. Eats the Haywire Might. Up to 9 power. Opponent. They're going to be just short, right? Really? Wait. They sacked it to kill the Adept? Okay. Oh, no, they went face. They went face. Okay, down to 15. It's not enough, though. It's not enough. Because we can kill the Forager. Opponent has exactly 15. But if we kill the Forager, they do not have lethal. Wow. Okay. Sure. Up to 10 power. Now they have to sack the Ooze, right? They sack the Ooze. We kill the Forager. We drop to 5. Oh! This is the end. Get rid of the Molt Tender? Haywire Might last card. Sure. Molt Tender down. We draw a card with Ketrabos. It's a useless land. We will go to combat. We will get in with a Ketrabos. We will get in with a Might Token. Hit ya. Gain back a bit of life. Opponent. Down to 14. Town Greeter. Mill a couple cards. Get back a demo field. Play the demo field. blow up a land, get rid of the red mana. Copperline Gorge down. I don't even think... Do we have a land left? We might have 1 plains left. Oh, we got him. We got him. We got him. Opponent, get strip mined. We draw a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I mean, we're not doing anything else, so... Overlord of the Balemerc, full price? We don't even really have creatures to hit, so... All right, opponent. Kill us if you can. Kill us if you can. Can you deal 8 damage? Land. 0 cards in the library. Last one's a Haywire Mite. They can't do it. They can't. They can crack the maps. They don't do anything. Oh, so good. So good. So good. So good. So good. So good. Oh, that felt so good. We exiled everything that matters. Opponent. No, we're not gonna attack you. We didn't come here to kill you, opponent. We came here to make you quit. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't know if I've ever seen a map cracked with 0 cards in the library. Opponent, I'm gonna eat the scoops. They can't do enough, though, right? So we go to 7. Oh, no. Oh, no. Do we kill ourselves with Ketramos? Oh, no. Oh, no. Ketramos, the Haywire Mite. Oh, we got to cut the Ketramos. We got to cut this Ketramos. This Ketramos just lost us the game. Oh, we are getting rid of Ketramos so fast. Oh, Ketramos. I thought Ketramos was supposed to be good. Oh, wait, they don't have enough. Do they not have enough? Oh, they don't have enough creatures. Ah! Wait, they don't have enough creatures. Can they still do it? Okay. So we take 3. I think we live by 1, right? We go to 1? 1. Okay, yes. Down to 4. 1. Wow, we go to 1. I think our opponent punted. I think they could have killed us there, right? They had to be able to kill us there. Oh, wait, there's one. Oh, there's one more. Wow, they got Xaxes out of it. Oh my god. No, they still got it. It still worked. No. Wait, where did that last trigger come from? Where did the last trigger? I mean, that was quite the game. Oh. All right, we cannot lose. We cannot lose to this.
It was a South Park joke. I thought you would have seen that episode. Also, I checked the shipping. It got updated to today instead of tomorrow, so that's fun.
Oh, sweet. That's exciting. Thank you so much. We got a new donation from Mega Magic Carp. It was a South Park joke. I don't remember that one. I don't remember it. I thought you would have seen that episode. Maybe I haven't. I don't remember. Also, check the shipping. Got an update today. From today instead of tomorrow. Ooh, that is exciting. All right. What do we want? What do we want? I guess. Thank you so much for the donation, Mega Magic Carp. So the graveyard hate can come in, I guess. The Lorens seem very, very helpful. Do we get rid of... Is Ketramos bad in this deck? Is Ketramos bad in this deck? I think we got to get rid of Ketramos. Ketramos, on one hand, it did gain us life earlier, though. So we probably would have died anyway. Right? Even if it wasn't for Ketramos. But we can cut Ketramos. The Outlaw Medic for blocking might not be super necessary. Oh, that one was brutal. That was a really close game. That was a really close game. It was also brutal because I thought, man, I thought we were going to win that one. I thought we were going to win it. I guess the Biza? Maybe Biza's better. It's like a Ketramos that doesn't kill us. Let's try it like that. It was a very specific interaction, but they do have Ooze in their deck. So that interaction against this deck, I mean, Ketramos is probably not bad overall, but it might be bad. It might be bad in this matchup because of how it interacts with the Scavenging Ooze. Agatha Soul Cauldron, I think we got to get Roots first. I think it's Roots first, Soul Cauldron second. I mean, we're definitely going to play the Stone Brain and be like, all right, can you exile it on turn 2? If not, we're coming for your Roots. About it. Roots first, Soul Cauldron second. Oh, another Molt Tender? Okay, sure. Oh, the 1 land 1 keep. Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that. Well, about it. Let's live life without insidious Roots. Stone Brain. Number 1. Get rid of them Roots. I mean, Roots with no Roots is a much different... Oh, when they had 2 in hand. Okay. Well, that's going to help our opponent find their lands. All right, let's see. There's only 2 Soul Cauldrons. 2 Soul Cauldrons. So the next thing we got to exile, Tyvars and Soul Cauldrons. The rest of the stuff we should be able to just handle with removal, right? So get rid of the Roots. Opponent gets to draw a couple cards. Play a Ghost Vacuum. Keep the graveyard empty. Hopefully draw lands to get to Deadly Cover Up. Well, I mean, we are going to keep on exiling. Get rid of the Town Greeter, pass the turn. Yeah, we got all 4. We got all 4. Arena just exiles them in a weird... I don't know why it exiled 1 from hand, then the 2 from the graveyard, and then the last 1 from hand. It was a very weird way to do that, but... Wait, what are we getting punted for? We got all 4. We got all 4. They're gone. They're gone. We're good. About it. Molt Tender, gonna mill a Terra. And play a Terra. Exiling a Terra. I'm gonna mill some more cards. And do a little whiffing. Okay, land is good. So play the land. Yeah, let's get rid of the Terra. Yeah, let's get rid of the Terra. And pass the turn. Yeah, it was close. It was close. We almost... Also, why... why this thing? What a weird... Remember when this was the logo for Magic 30th Anniversary, right? How do we end up with with that character being the mascot of 30th Anniversary? Now it goes Vacuum. Get rid of your Haywire Might. All right, well, another Ghost Vacuum? Actually, they're probably just going to beat us down, aren't they? Let's not play the Ghost Vacuum. Let's pass, see what our opponent does. If they just go attacking, we can Fountain Port and eat a Molt Tender, which is nice. All right, make a fish. And block a Molt Tender. All right, down to 12. Would not mind drawing land number 5 at some point for this Deadly Cover-Up. Snarling Gorehound. All right, let's snipe the Molt Tender. All right, that's a land for next turn. Let's play the Shadowy Backstory. So we know we get to Wrath next turn. Ooh, can we afford a Phyrexian Arena here? I think we say no to the first Phyrexian Arena. Plus that's more evidence to collect, which is nice. Yeah, let's just pass. Actually, you know what? Let's play a second Ghost Vacuum. Let's play a second Ghost Vacuum. Oh, wait. We're in attackers. Yes, we're not attacking. Post-combat. Ghost Vacuum number 2. And pass the turd. I ended up opening a showcase leader in my box of Legends of Force. It's mediocre though. Grand Inquisitor. Ooh, I don't know the Star Wars. What's the best leader to open, Stone Rain? Found it. Gets in, hits us. Also, how expensive are they? Can you get like a $500 serialized card? Does it work that way? Well, get rid of the Gorehound. Get rid of the forest. Untap. Well, I mean, definitely deadly cover-up time. Collect the evidence. Wrath the board. Unfortunately, all of our ghost vacuuming means there's not a lot of juice to exile, but we will look at the spoilers still, I promise, once we finish the game. We might as well exile Canker Bloom. And then I guess we can just get rid of the Molt Tenders. Sure, opponent blows. What a long game. What a long match this has been. Blow up the board. Get rid of the Molt Tenders. The opponent's got a fine hand. 1 Voldaren Thrillseeker, 3 Tivers, 1 more Terra, 3 Bobs, 1 more Cankerbloom. All right. I mean, if we can keep the graveyard empty, that also is a way that we can shut down. We can shut down Soul Cauldron if we just keep the graveyard without anything good in it. Well, pass the turd, opponent. Cash grab. Gonna do a little milling. Gets back Kawadi Scavenger. Seems a little risky in the face of a Ghost Vacuum, but opponent untaps. There are serialized cards over $1,000. Best leader probably hands 2, around 300. Best, my best is Kira, around 250. Interesting. I didn't realize they were so expensive. Well, here comes the Tyvar. Opponent. I'm gonna take down. Well, let's get rid of this Adapt. Ooh, all right, opponent hits a Town Greeter. I thought they were gonna whiff for a minute. They get the Gorehound or the Town Greeter. I mean, I guess the end can end the Tyvars. Gets a Gorehound. Well, play the land. Let's put an end to the Tyvars. Right, 1 in hand. All right. We're slowly eating away our opponent's ability to play Magic. All right. Get rid of all the Tyvars. Pass the turd. Helichrome for the 47th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. People are speculating that yeah, let's get rid of the Gorehound. People are speculating that they're going to restrict Strip Mine in Timeless. I think that Strip Mine should be fine in Timeless. I think, here's my guess. It'll be banned in Historic, obviously. I think it'll be fine in Timeless. People, that's what Timeless is for. That's what Timeless is for. You're dying on turn 2 to Necros and Show and Tells anyway. Do you even want it? Do people want it banned or restricted? I love some good, clean strip mining Magic. Oh man, I didn't really think they'd add it to Arena though. That part is a little bit of a surprise. Well, let's grab this Terra. Opponent. Gonna exile the Terra. Well, I mean, I guess we need to end the ooze. Get rid of the ooze. I don't know. Is this going to be enough? I feel like we've exiled so many of our opponent's good cards, but they always have another one around the corner. Opponent untaps. Like, now we got to be able to deal with this Terra. Opponent tap land. Terra. Gonna mill some cards. I don't even think they have an enchantment they can hit. Mill some cards. Well, let's exile a... Canker Bloom. Exile the Canker Bloom. Oh, we draw land. Well, play the land. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if they flip this, I guess that's fine. Can we afford to play Phyrexian Arena? Man, what an intricate close game this has been. All right, we're gonna do it. Are we gonna kill ourselves again with our own cards? Phyrexian Arena. Go. Hey, what's up? It's your girl Summer. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you, opponent. Cash grab. All right, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Vol'dira Thrill Seeker. That kills us. God dang it. We even had Graveyard Hate the whole time, but that actually just kills us. Because they just play a pre-combat, back up the Terra. We can make a fish to block the Terra, but they can sack the Thrill Seeker to kill the fish. Man! Ah! That is so brutal. We are dead. We're dead right now. Because of exactly that. Because the Thrill Seeker can kill the fish. That's the issue. Man! I feel like we should have won both of those games, honestly. Well, those were really close, interesting games. Kind of brutal that we didn't win, but anyway, let's look at these new Magic cards. So what do we get new cards wise? Plaza of Heroes. Okay, coming on the land sheet. All the art on the land sheet's just so good. That's another super cool piece of art. The art's just so good. The card is alpha. It's fine. You play in a legendary deck. Uthros. Actually, there's probably an easier way to do this. I bet these are on the site now. Let's see. Let's see if Niatuk has already gotten them up. That might be easier than going through all these Reddit pages. Not up on the site yet. So Plaza of Heroes, that looks like a random common. Uthos, Psionicist, my god. Uthros Psionicist. 3 mana, 2/4. Your second spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. So if you cast this as your first spell and you have leftover, so you could play this, let's say on turn 4 for 3 mana, and then follow it up with another 3-drop for 1 mana. Probably not good enough for constructed, but it could still lead to some explosive turns, right? That could still lead to a kind of an explosive turn. How did I get Psionicist right? Only because of Psionic Blast. It's one of those words that I only know how to say because of Magic. Oh, what is this? Rayblade Trooper, a 3 mana 2/2. Whenever this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever a non-token creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Warp for 2. That's kind of interesting. That is actually kind of an interesting card. So this card. The last mode, right? Whenever a non-token creature you control it dies with a counter on it, make a 1/1. I feel like that could be used in Aristocrats. Also, I gotta complain about this. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way. I mentioned this on the podcast, but this card really, really hammered it home to me. Why can that dude not wear a helmet? That is the one thing. I love the art in this set. It's not a hat set. I love the flavor on the set. But if I was going to quibble about one thing, there's a bunch of cards where you have all these like stormtroopery space people fighting, and then the main character doesn't need to have a helmet on for some reason. We're in outer space. Either this dude is gonna die, or should already be dead because he's in outer space without any protection on, or these people are wearing helmets for no reason. Like logically, his helmet got blasted. But why are they wearing helmets if they don't need them? I don't understand. I don't understand. I assume the answer is the cards would look way worse if you couldn't see the characters, and I will suspend my disbelief and accept it for the sake of the set. But really, you gotta, how can you not have a helmet on in space? Oh, the card could be interesting in like an aristocrat deck if you can get counters on things. Focus Fire, 1 mana, X damage to target attacking or blocking creature, where X is 2 plus the number of creatures and or spacecraft you control. Okay. So early game removal that scales throughout the game. Probably not the best version of the effect for constructed, but still like not horrible. And then the big one, the only card that really matters, Strip Mine coming to Arena for the first time ever.
Hey Seth, it's me again. I broke Arena again and was wondering if I could share another 1-minute clip for you and the crew because, well, I had to make sure I didn't kill my opponent who had 50k health in a single swing so that I could hit them even harder XD. As for the other clips, I think Tai Wakeen with lightning is incredible. Remember, she buffs all non-combat damage, so all the EOE token sack damage could easily be 4 or 6 damage per token doubled by lightning. Naya deck?
I would love to see the clip Christina Lucera. So 2 new donations from Christina Lucera. Hey Seth, it's me again. I broke nothing I like more than breaking Arena, except maybe Strip Mine, but it's close. But I broke Arena again. Was wondering if I share another 1-minute clip with you and the crew. Had to make sure I didn't kill my opponent, who was at 50k health in a single swing, so I could hit them even harder. I gotta see this. As for the other clips, I think Telly Walkin with lightning is incredible. I do think lightning is kind of underexplored. I haven't tried doing it with Walkin though. Yeah, or Joaquin. Yeah, send the clips. I'd love to take a peek at them. Strip Mine. It's so good. It's so good. So do you think Strip Mine is problematic on Arena? I don't think it's gonna be problematic. Let's pull up this clip real quick from Christina. I broke Arena again. All right, here we go. Okay, wait, let's look at this board state. So what do we have going on here? Oh, so we have some Rada Drobic, Jolly Balloon Man action with 59 lightnings here, 34 lightnings there. Also a couple of Twin Flame Tyrants for good measure. 4 cities on fire. So I gotta ask you, Christina Lucera, is this a match that you played against a random, or is this a match you played like against someone you knew that would actually stay in the game? Because that's one of the hardest parts about getting like a kill like this is, as you mentioned, actually having someone sit there. Also, how is your opponent at 50,000 life? that I'm also. So your opponent, what life gain combo on Arena can you actually gain 50,000 life with without timing out is the other question. Strip Mine's not in standard. Wizard's not that crazy. All out is out. Extra combat phases. A few lightnings are going to get frisky. Many lightnings. Oh, Cactus with Arden. Okay, that makes sense. It wasn't even lethal. It was only 48,000. I'm not even. It's useless. Only 48,000 damage. Nowhere near good enough. There's still over 1,000. What are the odds? What are the odds that you end up with a board state that can literally attack for 48,000 damage and it's not enough to kill your opponent? That might be the most shocking part about this. Okay, there's a million lightnings. A single gut shot here would probably do, I don't even know. I guess an attack also gets it done. I mean, Greg with the win. I do love when Greg randomly appears. Oh, that was pretty spectacular, I will say. That was pretty spectacular. Oh, the Tor Joaquin synergy is interesting. I haven't messed around with this, but I might have to try because it seems like it can deal a lot of damage with lightning. Lightning, I think, is kind of a sleeper. I think lightning might still be underexplored. Well, that was very impressive. That was very impressive. Now I want to play more. You know what card I'm going to be most disappointed about rotating? It might actually be Radadrobic. I love me some Radadrobic. But anyway, thank you for sharing, Christina Lashera. Super sweet. Check it out over on the YouTube. So Strip Mine, I think it's fine. It's not standard legal. It would be insane if it was standard legal. I would love it, but Wizards would never do that. I think it's actually fine in Timeless. Oh, wait, did we get a rare? Oh, we got a rare. We got a new rare. Also, Swarmyard making a return with beautiful art. Okay, what is this rare? Cool Stuff Inc. just spoiled a rare. It is Zuifit. A Theoharmonic. These names are getting worse. I swear, Wizards. I swear that Wizards has an intern that writes names just to troll me. Zuifit, a Theoharmonist. A 3-mana 2/3 legendary human wizard. Tap it. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a skeleton in addition to its other types, and it has no abilities. Okay. Interesting. Osteoharmonic. So osteo means bone. So it's playing the bone flu. Zuifit. It's so the problem is you're reanimating it but turning it into a vanilla creature. So that means this just doesn't work with the things that you like. If you reanimate an Atrox or an Itali, yes, you're getting a 7/7 or whatever, but it doesn't have lifelink. You get no ETB trigger. We already have. Isn't there already a card that does this? What was the one from Foundations? Isn't there a Foundations 3-drop that like reanimates something that went to the graveyard this turn that I was kind of hyped about, but then no one actually played it? I swear there's something similar in Foundations. Where is it? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Am I making this up? It's like tap, exile a thing that went to the hey, here it is, Abyssal Harvester. 3-mana 3/2. Tap it, exile target creature from a graveyard that was put there this turn. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a nightmare in addition to its other types, and exile your other nightmares. I feel like that's just a better version, right? Like, if it came down to it, and I wanted this effect, isn't Abyssal Harvester just way better? Like, you actually, yes, you can only keep one of them around, but it hits your opponent's graveyard. It lets you keep the thing's abilities. I gotta say, I'm not hyped for Zufit. I actually don't see it. I mean, okay, so Death Shadow's actually kind of sick. That actually is a cool synergy. So if it's so maybe that's how you build around it. You can you can get a leveler. You can get a Eater of Days. Okay, that actually is hilarious. You can get these big undercosted. Oops, not Eater of Dead. I mean, this deck would be absolutely horrible, but it would be kind of funny. You could play. Okay, maybe. Okay, I think I got it. So here's the deck. Do with it things like Haunted Horror, Eater of Days, Death Shadow. Hunted Horror, Hunted Horror, just a 2-mana 7/7. So you play all these really undercosted creatures that have super high downsides, and then you play the Stifle effects, like the Torpor Orb effects or Hushwing Grift effects. So you can play these things naturally with the Torpor Orb out, or if they go in the graveyard or die, you can reanimate them with Zuifit. That actually sounds kind of funny. Standard wise, though, I feel like this card's actually just stone unplayable. I feel like it's worse than that other one from Foundations, basically. I don't know. Am I missing any? What about Commander? Would you play this in a Commander deck? Would you build a Commander deck around this? I feel like the answer is also, I mean, maybe, but like, it's not at the top of my list of commanders from the set to build around. I'm actually kind of meh on it. I'm actually kind of meh. Sib Sig Ceremony. Wait, does that do anything? What is the Sib Sig Ceremony? So it makes stuff cost 2 less. When a creature enters, you destroy it, make it 2/2. I don't know if I really see the synergy. So you could bounce the creature. So you could reanimate it, bounce it back to your hand, recast it to get its abilities. Although that is a lot of work to raise dead something. Like, if you want to do that, you're probably better off just like casting a Cruelty of Gix or what's the new Arch Charm? You might be better just putting the thing in your hand and casting it rather than like going through the hoop of reanimating it, then bouncing it, then replaying it. Blinking. Maybe that. Oh, okay. Now we're talking. That might be it. That might be the way to go with this card. So they spoiled yesterday a card that I'm kind of high on. Sir Vandam, Sunstar Exemplar, 2-mana 2/2 Vigilance Menace. When another creature you control dies or is put into exile, put a +1/+1 counter on it and gain a life. When it dies or is put into exile, if its power is 4 or greater, you get to blow up an on-land permanent. So that would work really well there, right? If the plan is, okay, we reanimate with Zuifit, then we blink our thing, that would trigger Sir Vandam. Could also go in a Ketramos shell. We were just playing Ketramos, but it would work with Ketramos too. Okay, maybe there is a way to build around it. I still don't think it's good. But I do think the more we talk about it, I think we have to restart Arena. Avert your eyes. It's spoiler. Oh my god, that background. I guess it's not that full. We still got some space. It's also infinite sack with a creature that untaps on ETB. Oh, okay. So that, no, but the thing has no abilities though, right? It doesn't work, does it? Because if the thing has no abilities, it's ETB, you won't untap it. So I don't know if that one works, Halfling, unless I might be missing something, but I feel like it doesn't work because you reanimate the creature with no abilities. Intruder alarm, yeah. If you have another effect that would make it work, that would do it. Oh no, and Necrotic Ooze, yeah. Once you add Necrotic Ooze to the mix, you never know what's gonna happen. All right, we still have 40 minutes until spoilers, which means we might be able to get into one more match with this deck. Does MTG use melee.gg? MTG like the game? Or do you mean like MTG Goldfish? I look on it for deck lists sometimes. I don't think we use it. I mean, they also have deck lists from tournaments that end up on the site, but as far as Goldfish, I think that's all we really do with it. Oh, I wanted to ask you about chat. You gotta tell me about this, because I am clueless when it comes to card grading, but I was hoping one of you might be able to explain this to me. Yeah, we're gonna try this. So yesterday, someone messaged me this and was like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this. So actually, Melee, it was founded and I believe run by Brad Nelson, of all people. former Magic pro, all around good dude, Brad Nelson. But yeah, it started as a Magic site by Brad Nelson to solve the problem of not having a tournament software. And then from there, it's kind of expanded out into other games. But yeah, it was like a few years ago that Brad Nelson actually like started it or founded it. But yeah, I noticed this yesterday. Someone sent this to me. This is the 1 of 1 ring that Post Malone bought. And if you look at the grading site, PSA, it now says the certification for the card has been temporarily deactivated as a precautionary measure due to its association with a known counterfeit on the market. To resolve this issue, blah, 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 blah. What is this saying? I said already playing X. I think a fake was created in the real one. Oh, so you think someone sent in like a fake one to try to get graded or something? So they just paused the whole thing? Yes, I know. We might be doing a little roping. You know what? Let's play this Outlaw Medic. Can you beat an Outlaw Medic, Keen-Eyed Curator? I've also, speaking of fakes, I've seen some fake Final Fantasy booster boxes floating around. So if you see a Final Fantasy booster box that is on sale for way less, we're gonna block here so we can hopefully hit our land drop. If you see one that's on sale for way less than the going rate, be cautious because it is. Yeah, let's just pass and get lost. Be cautious because people are definitely trying to sell them at for like 300, 350 bucks, but they are definitely fake. You can tell just by, yeah, sure. Duress away, opponent. Good luck. Good luck with that, friend. I mean, that is one of the truest statements in human history, I think. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Does a fake box have fake cards or just rocks? I expect that they are fake cards. I believe people get them printed from like, what are like Wish style sites, like those style of sites, and I believe they will have fake cards in them. I thought about this. Is this a bad idea or good idea? I've been going back and forth on this. Is it a bad idea or a good idea to intentionally do an opening video of one of these fake boxes to compare them to a real box and show like what to look out for when it comes to fake cards? My question was, would that be taken in some way as like a bad thing? Because I feel like it would actually be a good like PSA that could help people if people know like, here's what you need to look out for. But then I guess the downside would be, I guess, they gotta already know this. I guess you could be helping the counterfeiters accidentally by like letting them know, but they gotta already know that, right? That's what they do for a living. Definitely ask who? Oh, wizards? Eh. Oh, a lot of channels do that. Maybe that wouldn't be that interesting then. If everyone's already doing it, maybe it's less interesting. Well, let's get rid of that Keen-Eyed Curator. Miss our land drop, pass the turn. I think it would be kind of interesting the comparison, I think, would be interesting. If you can get one without paying a scammer, yeah, that would be the hardest part, right? Well, man, we're gonna start hitting some land drops. Kill the Shieldred. Land. Okay, not a land, but cut down is actually kind of, if we're not gonna draw land, it can kill the Cecil, which is good. Eventually, we will draw lands. Ooh, wait, what is this? By the way, Seth, Genomorph Amagio seems really busted. It's aggro Sylvan Advocate, especially a counter deck with a lot of 0/0s. Let me see halfway. Opponent going to do some scrap shooting. Sure. And oh yeah, by the way, I mentioned this earlier, but next Wednesday should be early access. So if you got Sweet Brews for Edge of Eternities for post-rotation standard, definitely send them over because we'll try to do some new stuff on Wednesday. Oh my god. Yeah, giving money to counterfeiters does not sound good. Let me see this Xenomorph deck. Bound it, land, and here comes a Restless Cottage. You gotta get it and hit us. Can we ever draw land? I don't even know what we're supposed to name against this deck. Like, hey, look at that. Look at that. Well, let's get down the Stone Brain. So what do we name against Golgari Midrange? What is even a good option? Let's look at a Golgari Midrange deck list. Oh, it's probably this deck list. Okay. Or very similar to it. Bant counters. So when a land enters, it gets a base power and toughness of 3/3. So if you have stuff that has low base power and toughness, that is a neat idea. I could see it being good. It's only 2 mana. It is flying. I could see that. That is a neat idea. Opponent. Glisa. Wow. And they're gonna let us blow up the Restless Cottage? Alright, sure. Blow it up. Opponent passes. Well, okay. Let's pass. We are gaining control. We are gaining control of the game. Did we reveal spoilers? We've been talking about spoilers. The spoiler stream is like in a half hour, so we're gonna watch the spoiler stream when it comes on in a bit. Well, put an end to the Glissa. You got any more? And we get to see the deck, which is nice. So let's see. What are we going for next? 3 Duresses, 2 Cutouts, 2 Cecils, 3 Keen-Eyed Curators, 4 Bobs, 3 Scrap Shooters, 3 Lilianas, 1 Shieldred. All right, well, get rid of the Glissas. We might actually just go... We might actually just go Liliana next. Yeah, I think we Stonebrain Liliana. Liliana is the one thing that, like, our creature removal doesn't get. You got to think of it like a prison deck, where I love playing prison decks, because prison decks are a puzzle of cutting out every out that your opponent has to win the game. That's what we failed at in match number 1 with that Voldaren Thrillseeker. But that's like the whole theory of playing a prison deck is... You know what? I think we let this go. We could cut down the Bob, but I think... Oh, wait. They keep Keen-Eye on top. Yeah, so I guess we do have to do this. So we're going to cut down the Bob. I was thinking we would just end the Bob, but now I think we're going to end the Keen-Eyed Curator. Oh. Wait, chat, what was next on our list? Oh, so for deck list, should I email them to you as have an olive MTG Goldfish, or just send them through Twitch DMs like we did for viewer battles, which is more likely to work out for you? Either way works. Whatever is easiest for you, Halfwing Steed. I will check both of them. They're not even playing Annex, right? I don't even think. Didn't we just look at their deck? I don't think they're actually playing Annex. All right, we gotta pay more. We're gonna go Keen-Eye because I know they have 3 more of those. Let's go Keen-Eye. Ah, an opponent! We took away their will to play. We did it. So good. Oh, I don't know why it makes me so happy to make someone not play Magic. That sounds so... I swear I'm a nice guy. I don't know why I love it so much. I swear, I've told the story so many times so far, but I swear it starts with how I started to play and just like learning to play against people playing Stasis, Locks, and Scepter Chants and so forth. Like that was my introduction. That was my introduction to Magic. And now, whatever, 20 years later, it's still, oh man, I still just love it. I mean, we already saw their deck once from the end, right? So they couldn't really hide all the information. I guess we don't. So Alishnor, no. Split Up, probably no. Cruel Claw's Heist could be good. I could see more Heist. Go up the Heist. Go down maybe like one of the arenas. Maybe one Medic. Let's try it like that. It is funny just to see how far Magic has shifted. I will say I think it's for the better in a lot of ways. Like I think a lot of the changes that have been made have made the game way more accessible. But it's so funny to go from the early days of Magic where you would not play Magic a lot because of the rules, because of the card designs. There was strip mines everywhere, wastelands, sinkholes everywhere. The mulligan roll was incredibly harsh. Like, in Wizards has spent the last, 30 years of game design slowly trying to bit by bit take away what Magic was in the 90s to make Magic a more accessible game, which I think is generally a good thing. But it is funny just to see how much the game has changed. One of the things that really just made it super obvious with this set were these planet lands. These planet lands These planet lands are hilarious to me. Back 25 years ago, Wizards just like printed this card, but even better, in Tolarian Academy, they would just straight up print it as a land. Just like, sure, yeah, comes into play on tap, makes mana for artifacts, it'll be fine. Now we have, to get that effect, it has to enter tapped. You have to tap at least 12 power worth of creatures. And then even then, you have to have a blue mana, which makes it slightly worse. It's just so funny to see how much Magic has changed over time. I guess it is the same conversation as like NFL, right? You hear people, I mean, I have thought this before. Like, back when I was a kid, they used to hit each other. You know, the rules were so much different that you'd have horse collar tackles and people were just like getting wrecked. Like, people would just get straight up. But then they realized over time that, hey, maybe it's actually not good if we just have all these. Wow, we actually made them quit, didn't we? It's not good if these 300-pound people are concussing each other constantly. Tolarian Academy was fine. Changed my. Wait, no. Did you? So, I mean, I can't speak firsthand, but I have researched and I have played with some of these decks past the point. I was not playing Standard actively during Tolarian Academy. That is before my time. It's gotta be. Yeah, baseball too, right? You used to run over the catcher. You don't do that anymore. So maybe that's just how life works, how progress works. Was basketball more aggressive before? Basketball was actually a lot rougher too. There's a really good, if you care about basketball, there's a really good documentary about the Bad Boys Pistons, they called them, from the late 80s, early 90s. And they were like one of the best teams at the time. But it was just about how they were basically just thugs for the Jordan rules. Yeah, like the whole plan was to try to hurt their opponents, essentially. So yes, basketball has also gone through a similar shift where now you can't even like hand check someone and it's a foul. When back then, my God, people would get laid out and it was just part of the game. Do we get it? I mean, that was the goal of the deck, right? That was the goal of the deck. We want to take away our opponent's desire to play Magic. So a salty rope win is what we were going for. we got what we were going for. Oh, 2009 Saints were. I think the difference there is it was, well, actually, no, it was actually very much the same. I was going to say it was actually like formalized, but I think the Pistons thing kind of was too. Like it was a known part of their team culture that they would do that. Oh, do you think we've ever made I don't really want to make someone I don't want to make people quit Magic forever. I just want to make them quit for the match. Maybe for an hour or two, and then you come back. I don't know. I don't want people to not play Magic, but at the same time, I don't know if it has that effect because this is how I learned how to play, and here I am, still loving it. What should I build with my saved up 25 or 20 Mythic wild cards? I would say swing for 0. I would probably just wait until rotation happens. Don't counter this, please. We really could use the card draw. Opponent. It's just a Phyrexian Arena. It's not even going to Commander anymore. Oh, hey, Fairy Mastermind. Well, we're going to have to deal with that. Or maybe a Kaido. They might have a Kaido coming. Spyglass Siren. Ugh. All right, opponent. Gonna get in with the Fairy Mastermind. So we can't keep this from... we can't keep it from triggering. Not the best time for a Stone Brain. Land. Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no. Well, missing on lands here is incredibly bad for us. Legion Dash. Okay, kill that for now. Pass the turn. Blood Pits Drowner, sure. Sure. Nah! Alright. Land the end, the Enduring Curiosity. Please. Tap land. Okay. Alright. Well, Enduring Curiosity. Out of here. All of you. Forever. Opponent's hand. No, do they have counters in this deck? 2 Spell Pierces. 2 Spell Pierces. 3 more Drowners, 2 more Masterminds, a bunch of Preachers, a couple Vrens, 2 Kaidos. All right. Well, I mean, we cut off the card draw. We'll see if it's fast enough. Pass the turn. I mean, if we can... Missing that land drop's going to be tricky. Because our opponent's going to put Kaido into play. So we're going to have to kill Kaido. Oh, they didn't put Kaido into play. Interesting. Opponent did Shauna's time. Okay. Okay. Can we just draw land? An untapped land? No. Well, okay. Outlaw Medic. Restless Fortress. Go. I mean, the Deadly Cover-Up can do some work here. Maybe. Opponent. Gonna go for the throat to kill the Outlaw Medic. We get to draw a card. But you gotta put the Kaido into play, right? How do you not put the Kaido into play here? Opponent cracks, finds another land. Gonna go to combat. Opponent swings. They gotta do it. They gotta do it. All right, picks up the Drowner. Sure, we actually wanted this. Because now we can Sheoldred's Edict. Make you sack a Planeswalker. What just happened?
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
Why? Wait. No. So it's not a... No. It's not a... That can't be right. There's no way that's right. So it's not a Planeswalker when it's in creature form? I don't believe it. It doesn't say he loses all other types. Wait. Don't cards typically say you lose all other types? Isn't that doesn't say that. During your turn, as long as it has one or more loyalty counters, he's a 3/4 ninja creature and has hexproof. I would read that intuitively as on top of being a planeswalker. There's nothing that says you lose all other types or abilities. Interesting. All right. Well, that's good to know. Huh. Okay. Actually, other rulings. I'm curious. Maybe it explicitly spells this out. I don't even know if they have rulings anymore. Let's see. Ninjutsu ability, enters attacking the same player. Enters attacking when ninjutsu resolves. Ninjutsu. Kaido's second ability causes him to stop being a planeswalker during your turn, as long as he has at least one loyalty counter. While he's a creature, damage dealt to him won't cause loyalty. Interesting. Yeah, it's in the rules. It is in the rules. Well, that's kind of a shame, because I think we were actually kind of okay had that worked the way I wanted it to. Kaido's second ability, yeah, it does say it. So it's a creature who you can activate its a creature who you can activate its loyalty abilities. Oh, what a world. What a world. It's the same wording as Blood Moon. Non-basic lands are... Wait. But Kaido doesn't turn any things into mountains. Yeah, all right. I mean, we got Phyrexian arenas for days. I know. How does a creature use loyalty abilities? Yeah, you gotta put things in Blood Moon terms for me to understand them. my smooth brain only understands Blood Moons and Panharmonic gods. Do you have a suggestion deck list for Standard? What style you're looking for? So honestly, one of the cool developments in Standard over the last couple days. Well, let's see if they have a. Actually, you know what? Let's play Ketramos. I was gonna play a Phyrexian Arena, but you can spell pierce a Phyrexian Arena. Cannot spell pierce a Ketramos though. One of the interesting developments in Standard over the last couple of days is Mono Green Landfall has become a real deck. We have all of a sudden, and it's very similar almost to what we played for Budget Magic a little while ago. You know what? Let's just pass. Leave up the end. Opponent, Flood Pit's Drowner. Well, since we know how Kaido works now, let's see if we can put an end to these Flood Pit's Drowners. Do you have a Spell Pierce? The answer is yes. All right, opponent. Taps down Ketramos. Pretty obnoxious. The Mono Green Landfall deck, though, has suddenly become like a top tier archetype. I'm hesitant to recommend building anything until we actually see what rotation brings. But the Mono Green Landfall deck's pretty cool, and it seems relatively easy to put together. Opponent gets into the Flood Pit Drowner. Hits us down to 16. And going to tuck the Ketramos. Play a tap land. All right, well, play the land. 1, 2, 3. Play a Phyrexian Arena. Can't spell pierce that now, can ya, hero? Do we try Timeless today? Probably not gonna play Timeless today, but now that Strip Mine is coming, we will definitely be playing some Timeless in the near future, because nothing better than strip mining, people. Bounty land. Oil Deep Gearhulk. Sure. Opponent, gonna take a peek at our hand. See that we have a bunch of redundant removal spells. I don't know why they brought in Ghost Vacuum. I don't know what they think we're doing. I guess they must think we're some sort of reanimation deck. But we're definitely not a reanimation deck. Oh, wow, takes the Phyrexian Arena. I don't know if we're going to play a second one anyway. That seems kind of risky. Opponent, crack, swamp, and pass it. Well, we get to draw a card and lose a life. So let's just. I mean, the Ghost Vacuum is turning off our deadly cover up, which is kind of annoying, actually. Come to think of it. So I think what we do is. Yeah, whatever. If they get to attack us once, that's fine. Let's kill the Gearhulk. Yes, we are sure. So kill the Gearhulk. Restless Fortress, go. Could they put Sonhalf into Standard? Sonhalf's such a cool card. Is there anything restricted? There's nothing restricted in Timeless, is there? Let's see, where's Timeless? It's been a minute since I played Timeless. What do we got? What do we got in Timeless? Oh, I guess they're Channel Demonic Tutor Trickery are restricted. Man, you don't gotta do that to Strip Mine though. Strip Mine's fine. Let us have some fun, Wizards. Let us have some fun. You can't just restrict every fun card. I don't think that Strip Mine's on that level though, is it? Like, channels win the game on turn 2. Demonic Tutors find the thing that wins you the game. Tibalt's Trickery, people just hate. It's just It's just a dislike card. But I don't feel like Strip Mine. Strip Mine's just good, clean fun. That is good, clean magic. Opponent gets to draw a card. And duresses. All right. Obnoxious. I think it's just people that aren't playing Timeless. I mean, my impression of Timeless is it's so broken that Strip Mine would not be meaningfully different than anything else we have going on in the format. Like, it would be pretty fine. Well, opponent's gonna pass. We get to draw an extra card. Well, we're down to 9. Let's play the land. There's a duress on top. Well, let's put an end. This really needs to work. Get rid of the Enduring Curiosity. No way! Opponent. Sideboard negate. Ugh. Well, I think we are in trouble. No, we can't blow up the... We need the mana to play for all of our opponent's spell pierces to try to kill the Enduring Curiosity. Plus, now there's 2 creature lands, so we really need to wait till they activate one. Once they activate one, we'll blow one up. Oh, man. We are getting way too low on life. Opponent, for some reason, cracking on the Restless Reef, which we can blow up, but sure. Not sure why they didn't put it on Enduring Curiosity, but... all right. Oh, we're going to die to a Phyrexian Arena. We needed the life gain from that. Our plan to gain back life was this White Sun's Twilight, but our opponent had the answer. And there's a creature land. So we have to top deck something. Opponent gets in to deal with the creature land. Down to 4. Opponent gets to draw even more cards. Oh, are we going to lose this? To the Kaido ruling of all things. Opponent decides to Ghost Vacuum. We draw a useless land. We draw a useless cut down, and we die. Brutal. Oh, man. Well, it is almost time for spoilers. Did Red get a replacement for its land destruction format focus? Not really. I feel like Red does the same thing. All right, let's see if we can. Maybe we can do a match with Landfall before the stream starts. Wait, you love seeing Demir win? Silty Smacker. Mods, get him out of here. No Demir lovers. I think you're in the wrong stream, Silty Smacker. I think you might be looking for Crim Stream. He streams in the middle of the night for some reason. Any chance you do a chromatic cube? Okay, landfall everywhere. Not today. No, we're gonna. I'm just kidding, obviously, Silty Smacker. No, Blood Moon too. No, even Blood Moon loves Demir. I didn't realize you were all dirty Demir lovers. It is. It's like being a Patriots fan. Oh, about it. Getting in. Hitting us. Oh. Yeah, probably not today, because we're gonna check out the spoilers, and then I have to oh man, missing lands is not great here. Check out the spoilers, and then I gotta finish the spoiler video for the YouTubes. Oh, also, in news that probably no one really cares about. But my basketball playing little brother, my 7-foot little brother, apparently going to Japan, it sounds like, to play next year, which should be an adventure. Kind of exciting though. Out of all the countries to end up in playing basketball, Japan seems like one of the more interesting ones. So maybe I'll have to man, I really don't want to travel that far, but maybe I'll have to make a Japan trip and check out Japanese culture. At least there's a lot of TCGs over there. They are gamers. Huh. So one thing about the landfall deck is it likes hitting its land drops. I feel like this landfall deck is really, really powerful. I feel like this land deck's really, really powerful. My experience playing around with it a little bit, though, is if you miss land drops, it's horrible. And it's also pretty bad if you flood, which I guess describes a lot of decks, but there's no, like, card advantage mechanism or anything in this deck. So it is kind of just, like, hoping for the best that you hit your land drops because you don't really have a way to get through it. Man, so close. So if we play... Oh, we just can't. Yeah, it's so late. So this doubles to 2. If we Spring Bloom, it doubles to 4, doubles to 8. Nowhere near enough. How do we not die in the backswing? That was the question. Well, let's play Spring Bloom. Sack a land. Get 2 lands. Trigger landfall a bit. Get in with Tifa. Hit ya. I mean, our opponent missed their last land drop. If they have a land here, we're going to die. If they don't hit their land drop... Oh, Spring Bloom. So it goes to 2, 4... Actually, no. Maybe we can survive this. It's going to hurt, but maybe we can survive it. And then try to kill him with Tifa? So this is going to be a 4-power trampler. Oh, no, they can Bristly Bill it. Yeah, okay. Oh, they stacked it wrong. They stacked it wrong. Do they still win? No. So we block and block. Wow. If our opponent stack the triggers in the opposite order, they win. That's all they needed to do to win, was have the Bristly Bill triggers resolve first. But they stacked them backwards. So we have to win right now, but can we do it? So if we can Snakeskin Veil, 2 power, Spring Bloom Druid, 4 power, 8 power, not enough. So we need to play Traveling Chocobo and have a land on the top. Yeah, I think we have to do this and have... I think we have to do this and hit a land. Oh my god, okay. Okay, wait. Land off the top as a fetch. Double. 8. Oh my god, we got him! Traveling Chocobo coming through. Double trigger, 32 power. Smack you a bit. Ooh, that was going to be very close. Wow. Well, Tifa power. Oh god, spoilers about to start. It's about to start. Let's see. We'll pull up the stream and see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what the stream's like. If it's not very spoilery, we're not gonna watch it. But hopefully it's pretty spoiler. I think we just run it back. Hopefully, I mean, it's supposed to be spoilers. Edge of Eternities, bonus sheets, and special guests. Special guests are always exciting too because we get them on Arena too. That's one of the places we get some good Teaching Arena Zoomers cards. Don't eat and walk. Don't eat and walk if you go to Japan. You'll get death stares. It's considered to be very rude. Interesting. I did not know that. That's I feel kind of bad for my brother because it's definitely gonna be culture shock. I don't think he's ever been to Japan before, and I just don't know if he realizes. I know, like, so a Japanese team was trying to get in contact with him about doing an interview or something, and he didn't get back to them right away or something, and his agent called him freaking out about, you got to understand, in Japanese culture, it's very much about respect. If you're not getting back to people right away, they're going to take that as a sign of disrespect. And then, like, so little things like that, I think. I mean, I guess in some sense, even if you're from the United States, like, calling people back is like good manners or whatever. But I don't know if he's gonna understand all the cultural differences with the manners and the respect and stuff that just is not exactly the same. So yeah, it's gonna be an adjustment, I think, at first. Just, I mean, I think that's true of going to any new culture, but oh, Blake.
Because we're going to reveal the rest of them on this show. And then we are also going to go through every single special guest.
Well, play the line.
Yeah, so we've seen one special guest so far with Sliver Hive Lord.
And
we're going to talk about that one too because the art is
all right, let's
cool.
see. The spoilers are
We're not
starting.
going to talk about art. So we're going to spend the whole time talking about art, but you're going to see a bunch of these cool cards that we are going to talk about. Before we get to that,
Is it all?
I also want to highlight that we are nearing the end of preview season, and with the end of preview season,
All right, we'll pick it back up. Let's finish this game. We'll pick it back up when they actually get to the spoiler part.
Magic the Gathering ambassadors are content creators out there in the world making cool, awesome stuff for you to watch.
Traveling Chocobo.
That shows
Oh, here's
all
the
people who are
ambassador
ambassadors
list.
for Edge of
The
cards and characters, and yes, the amazing art to show off this set for you.
I don't know what they're doing with the ambassador thing. I really don't. I really don't understand exactly what their plan is. Bona gets in, hits us to 10 with Zaz Chocobo. Well, we will play a traveling Chocobo. Fabled Passage off the top. Counter on the Bristly Bill. Counter on the Bristly Bill. Crack the Fabled. This Bushwhack's going to be huge. This Bushwhack, I think, is going to be the card that can win us the game. Get the Forest. Untapped.
So we are going
Counter
to
on
talk,
Chocobo.
like I said,
Counter
about
on Chocobo.
the bonus sheet.
Bushwhack.
So that is going to
Fight
consist
down
of the lands that have.
I think the
planetary
traveling
versions.
Chocobo.
And then we're also going to talk about the special guests. As you're looking at these and you're wondering where can I get these amazing
down to 15
cards.
All right. I mean, this game's going to end very quickly. This game's going to end very quickly one way or another, and then we'll go over to the spoilers. Although it sounds like the spoilers are going to be special guests and bonus sheet cards. Tifa.
It'll be the top result. Click on it. That is going to be the source of all information. If we say anything on this show that contradicts the article is correct and we are wrong. We're going to try not to do that. But in case we do,
I was hoping they were going to have some main set cards. Opponent also has a fight spell.
The bonus sheet can be found in all Edge of Eternities.
Yes, and hits us down to
so
5.
and collector boosters. And then there are foils, galaxy foil versions of those. Those
play the
galaxy
Chocobo.
foil versions are only found in collector boosters. And then
Fabled
special
Passage
guests can also be found in play and collector.
Trigger.
Hold that in mind while we're going through this.
I don't know if we can survive this.
Start with
If our opponent can get
bonus
some land drops, we might be dead.
And we're just gonna go card by card. Sarah's gonna tell us how awesome this art is, and you're gonna see how awesome.
I'm gonna tell you what to like.
Yeah, this is good.
About it.
All right. We're gonna start off with a card that is seeing quite a bit of
Passing?
internal
Oh god,
play
passing.
across the
Okay,
pages.
big.
Grove of the Burn Willows.
Ooh. Grove of the Bird Willows coming on the land. I actually don't even know. Do you think these spoilers are worth watching?
Treatment, and then the
I know
post-your
Cat Cam.
cell
It's
treatment, and then
that
we'll dive
part
into
gets me too. Actually,
So,
it's just unavoidable to not have as much gameplay content with doing the daily spoiler videos. But I do. It is kind of a bum. Ooh, Zaz Chocobo off the top.
My team,
Dalton.
Escape tunnel. I actually don't know. So chat. Let's talk about this. So this spoiler stream. Do you want to watch this is a question. Do you want to watch this spoiler stream? So this spoiler stream is is going to be land sheet cards and special guests with a guest who is going to be talking about the art primarily. So it's all going to be reprints. Is that even? It's all just reprints from what they've said. I kind of feel like it's not worth dedicating an hour to, and we could play Magic for another hour, and then I'll just add him to the spoiler video. But I want to check with you. Are you cool with just playing some more Magic and then me doing the spoiler video in an hour or whatever? Are we good? Are we good with that? Everyone on board? I mean, and also if you really want to see it, you can jump over. I'll put the link in the chat. It's twitch.tv/magic. Yeah, we will. So we keep an eye on it. Once they announce the special guests, we can talk about them. But I don't think we want to watch an hour-long stream of reprints just to get to the special guests. But once they pop up, we'll check in at the end of the stream and we'll look at what they spoiled. Turn your phone off on the train also. Speaking on the phone in public is rude. And so is a ringing phone on the train. Ooh, wait, is that a Japanese culture thing? See, I didn't know that. That's good to know because I think in the US. Oh yes, please. If you see something cool, let me know and we'll pull it up. We'll pull it up for sure. So if you see something cool in the WotC stream that we should be talking about, just let me know and we'll get to it for sure. Ooh, that's a lot of lands. There's a Bristly Bill, though. Bristly Bill Traveling Chocobo. If you remember the Budget Magic Tifa deck we played, that deck was way more focused on the Tifa combo. This is built to be a little more resilient, a little bit less combo focused. The biggest thing that's different, though, is really a card that we wanted to play but couldn't because we were playing a Budget Tifa deck. But the Traveling Chocobo is kind of huge. Double triggering landfall is actually kind of busted with the Tifa and Zaz Chocobo and such. Get it at you. Found it. I find it. That's probably true. It's probably rude in the US as well. But I feel like everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people. I see people on their phones in public all the time. All the time. Hey, I don't remember if I sent you this deck, but would you mind taking a look and see what you think? Hey, let me see, Autism. How are you? Good to see you. Well, let's play this land. Get some triggers. I guess we just Spring Bloom, get some triggers. Might as well. Sack the land, grab a couple forests, get a couple triggers. I don't know if this deck being real is a good thing or a bad thing. It is, it can be very fast. It's another deck that can just kill so quickly with the best Tifa draws. I don't know if that's something people are going to be excited about or not. Opponent, Giza. Going to gain back a bit of life. Well, let's see if we can kill them anyway. The problem is we don't have Trample. That's what we're really missing is Trample. Is this a control deck? Nah, it can't be. All right, let's play Zaz Chocobo. Let's just keep doing the thing. Play the Chocobo. Play the Traveling Chocobo. Yeah, let's play Escape, Tunnel, Trigger. Counter. Our team is going to get big. Next turn we can start doubling. I love that this deck actually actively wants to be doubling with Bristly Bill. That's actually like a real part of this deck's game plan. Well, move some counters around. Go to combat. Smack ya with a 9/10 chicken. How does that little chicken end up so big? Let me see this deck, Autism. 1 land spy, but for commander. Ooh. Wait. Okay, 10 land spy maybe. Interesting. I was gonna. Wow. Wait. What is this deck? Oh, is this Selesnya Control? A word. I would have played this way differently. If I had known what. Oh, we're dead. We're gonna be scooping momentarily here. Wait. So this is Plaza of Heroes Fumigate Biza. Sort of. What is happening? Is this just a pile of cards that our opponent owns? It's gotta be. And they have pro red and green, so they have pro us. Yeah, all right, good. Yeah, we're just gonna. Actually, no, we want to see. We're dead. This game is over. There's no coming back from here. That's one of the other things about this deck is if it gets fast wins, good. But if the game goes long and you're in this scenario, there's no catch up mechanism. Like there's no chance that you win a game from this position. It's literally over. I know you're at 20, they're at 21, but it is actually just straight up over at this point. We kind of just want to stick around to see what they hit off this sort of Forge and Frontier, because I'm very confused at what our opponent's deck is doing. Like, yes, we overextended into a Wrath, but that's because I don't know why you're playing Wrath with Plaza of Heroes and like just the stuff in their deck. I have no concept of what they're trying to do, which makes it hard to play against when your opponent could literally have anything, and that's kind of where we're at. Opponent gets in, hits us. Well, let's see what they find off the swords. Sort of once. Wait, why are you playing Fumigate in this deck in Visa? I don't understand. I am so confused. Sort of once in future. Okay, sure. I'll play a Fabled. I guess we let them get another sword hit just so we can see more of their deck. Boom, take 3. How do you like us now? I am so befuddled. Why Fumigate? Is Fumigate a card? Oh, this is Kaladesh Fumigate. So this is someone that's played for a long time, because you wouldn't have Kaladesh Fumigate if you just started. Opponent gets in with the Cloud. All right, let's show us something about this deck. Opponent gets all these triggers. Biza, another Plaza of Heroes. So is this a control deck? I don't even know if this is a control deck. Should we be treating this like a control deck? Is this a mid? What is happening? What is going on? Selesnya sword control? Hey, what's up, Mano VHS? How are you? Bonet gonna play a Biza? Sure, why not? Might as well. Get some triggers. Well, we draw a Fabled. All right, that's all the info we're gonna get apparently. It's Selesnya Callblade, so just like a random brew our opponent made up. Interesting. Huh. So do we have to play? The question is, do you have to try to play around Ras? And I guess the answer is yes, but to what level, we don't really know. Like, because this deck really wants to force through damage. But if there's a realistic chance of getting Wrath, you gotta take that into consideration. Well, go down Za, go up these Nissas. Maybe go up Pick Your Poison. Insidious Fungus can blow up a sword. We don't really have creature removal, so we're not going to be killing the creatures, but we can kill the swords. Yeah, let's try... Actually, let's get on Royal Treatment for a Fungus. Let's try it like that. But with the Bristly Bill, I guess. Run it like that. I mean, we definitely did not see it coming. If that was our opponent's goal, I did not see that Fumigate coming even a little bit. Not even... Oh, wait, did we get a real card? Oh, hang on. Okay. There is a real spoiler. We will look at it after this game. It's actually a mythic. A mythic spoiler. I think we're about done with mythics from the set. We gotta be about done with mythics. The one thing I would say, other than people breathing in space, the only other criticism I'd really have of this spoiler season is one thing that Wizards does, and they must think that it works, but I wish they kind of didn't do it this way. But they spoil like Esper Origins, okay, little graveyard synergy. Throw that in there. Why not? They spoil like half the set on the first day of spoilers. And then for the next 2 weeks, they meter out the other half of the set. I kind of feel like they overload a wee bit too much. I officially have no idea what our opponent's doing. Esper Origins mills a... It keeps getting weirder. Esper Origins mills Sire of Seven Deaths. Those are 2 cards we didn't see last game either in their control deck, I guess. I am so confused. Found it. Going to get lost. Our Mossborn Hydra. Unfortunate. Well, let's play a Chocobo. See if we can hit a land on the top. Yes, play the Escape Tunnel. Pass the turn. I think ChatGPT might have actually built our opponent's deck. It does look like what AI would think a Magic deck looks like. Like it's like kind of it's kind of. This is an enchantment. Do we just want to Insidious Fungus it, or do we shuffle? Let's shuffle it away. Get a forest. Play the Mossborn Hydra. Play the Fabled Passage. Trigger. And... Alright, I mean, pass turn. Night, opponent. With your Esper mod in, can you stop our Mossborn Hydra? The temporary lockdown doesn't do anything, but who knows? Who knows what else our opponent could randomly have? Planes. And... I mean, targeted removal is not going to work. Ugin Eye of the... Okay. Ugin Eye of the Storm. So we will... Snakeskin Veil that. Alright, opponent. We're going to have to kill you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, opponent, but we're going to have to kill you. Opponent's going to gain 3 life, draw a card. I think we can deal this amount of damage. So opponent passes. We play a Traveling Chocobo. We play a Plains, or a Forest. Trigger a few times. We crack this Fable Passage. Oh. All right, opponent. So it's Selesnya control. It's Selesnya control. Spicy. You know what? I think this Mossborn Hydra is going to handle it, though. Opponent, can you beat a 256? 256. Christoph, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soup Jeffrey, thank you. I wonder if we could actually build Callblade. We need, what's the hawk that when it deals combat damage, you get another one in your hand? I can't think of the name of it. We could actually try to build Callblade with. Do people know what Callblade is anymore? I was gonna say maybe that'd be a good video. We can build Callblade in standard. Tempest Hawk. We can build Callblade in standard with Tempest Hawk. Do a few caws along the way. But I feel like I don't know if people know what Callblade is. I mean, I know y'all know. How many of you in chat do not know what Callblade is? I'm curious. I feel like most dissection tools like Batterskull, we could build something that was pretty similar. Cloud in place of Stoneforge, Tempest Hawk in place of... Oh, okay, so there's some people that don't know. There are swords. They're not as good of swords, but yeah, we just got beaten down by a sword in game 1 in this match. I don't know if people would care. It's so funny because Callblade was like... So Callblade, 2011 standard. So 15... God, we're old. So 15 years ago now. So 15 years ago, my goodness. It does not feel like it's been that long. But it was one of the most dominant standard decks of all time. That was Jace the Mind Sculptor in standard. Huh. I'd still care. 14. Okay, see, we're not that old. It's only been 14 years. We're good. Kibler won with Callblade. Kibler was playing during Callblade. I don't believe Kibler won with Callblade. I believe who won the Pro Tour with... I mean, he might have won something with Callblade. Wait, I want to say Tom Martell, but I don't think it was Tom Martell. Ben Stark? Ben Stark. Ben Stark won... let's see. I believe it was Ben Stark. One of the things I've enjoyed... Ben Stark won Pro Tour Paris 2011 with Callblade. Yeah, Ben Stark was the one that won with Callblade. And then Tom Martell was the one that won with the original Aristocrats deck that gave it the name. Amiri Angel was actually in the deck. Brad Nelson. So Brad Nelson's played a bunch of decks. The deck I associate with Brad Nelson is Hoof There It Is, the standard Crater Hoof deck from that era, because I know he was at least very responsible for, I don't know if he built the original of it, but he was definitely at least responsible for popularizing the Hoof There It Is deck. I tried to build Hoof There It Is in this standard after we got Hoof back. Whew. Okay. So I think the call, yeah. So Call Go was, I think, before we got all the equipment package. It was more of just like a blue white control deck with Squadron Hawks and Jaces. And then like a while later we got New Phyrexia with Batterskull, the rest of the swords, and then it kind of morphed into an equipment deck. I know, I miss good deck names too. It's actually kind of controversial, though. It's funny. I've had conversations with people. Some people really vehemently hate creative deck names. But I miss, like, if you go back, that's another thing that way Magic has changed. If you go back to the 90s, there were so many nonsensical names. Like, that was the era where people, this mana base, people would just name decks after, like, breakfast cereals and such. And that is sort of faded away over the years. Let's play, actually, it's going to be Tifa. Let's get in for one. Get in with the Insidious Fungus. Hit ya. Now there's an Overlord of the Hauntwoods in the graveyard. Opponent's deck. What? Okay, chat. What breakfast cereal describes our opponent's deck? That's the real question. What is the proper breakfast cereal for this? I'm trying. There's no green breakfast cereal. Cheerios is taken. Fruit Loops. Grape Nuts. See, I don't think there was ever a Grape Nuts deck. The silly names people hate are when people on Melee name their decks Blue White Aristocrats. When it's just Blue. I mean, I hate that. Oh, I also hate that. But no, like, I think it's more than that, because I've had debates with people. So if you're just, like, gaming the system by calling Blue White Control Blue White Aristocrats, I also hate that. I think that's stupid. But if you call your, like, deck some creative name rather than just blue white artifacts, and you're like, instead you're, I don't know, whatever. I can't think of a good example off the top of my head, but I think that's fine. But some people actually are pretty insistent that if the name doesn't describe what the deck, the Rock in his Millions would be a good example, like the Rock instead of Abzan or white green black midrange. But some people feel pretty strongly that it's worse for new players, I guess, would be the argument. That if you say my deck is white, green, black, mid-range, anyone with any Magic knowledge would know what that is. If you say your deck is the Rock or the Rock in his Millions, people be like, what? I don't, unless you know what that means and you've heard it before, it wouldn't tell you anything about what the deck does or what's in the deck. Personally, yeah. People got mad about the scam name, too. Panza. And then you get to do the fun name origin stories. I like stuff like that. Personally, I like stuff like that. But let's play a Traveling Chocobo. See if we can have a fetch on top. All right, we'll take a basic. That's fine. Double. Are we getting in with Tifa? Yeah, let's get in with Tifa. We got another one in hand anyway. Opponent gonna block with the Esper Mod. Untaps. So we got to worry about Ugin coming down at some point. Also got to play around Fumigate, apparent. Well, okay. We no longer have to play around Fumigate because the Fumigate happened. Opponent blows up the board. Gains a bit of life. Maybe we just slam this Nissa. I feel like this Nissa might be the way to go. Otherwise, so we can Nissa make a 5/5? Or do we hold Nissa for a surprise? We could also like Mossborn plus Llanowar. Yeah, let's play Mossborn. We're gonna wait on Nissa. Mossborn. Play the land, grow the Mossborn. Play a Tifa. Pass the turn. Some of my old favorite deck names: Sly, Broccoli Soup, Machine Head, Grow. There's so many good. There's so... Really? Really? All right, opponent's a big believer in fumigating. I'm worried about Ugin. That scares me. Well, I guess we should have played the Nissa. I was not expecting the second fumigate, but maybe we should have. I'm still waiting for new Zubera. I know. I also love Zubera. Well, all right, let's bushwhack for land. Bushwhack for land. Play the land. Nissa. And start making some dorks. Make a 4/4 pass the turn. Found it. Esper Origins. God Pharaoh's Fish. What are your thoughts about old creature types being recontextualized in future sets, like Kavu are an Edge of Eternities? I'm fine with stuff like that. I think that Kavu coming back in like a different form or slightly tweaked form, I think that's perfectly fine. What I'm more curious about, I don't know what they're gonna do with this. Now that we have these Universes Beyond sets, and we have like Halfling from the Lord of the Rings set, what do you think they do when we go back to Lorwyn? Like, do they do Kithkin again? Are Kithkin Halflings now? That I'm not really sure about. That I'm very unsure about. Let's blow this thing up. Play a Bristly Bill. Play a land. Put a counter on the dork. Go to combat. Hit ya. Actually, we might as well just force through damage. Crack the Fabled Passage. The problem is the Ugin could be coming. Get a land, counter on the Bristly Bill. Double the counters on them both. Hit you for 6. Opponent down to 11. Well, if they have land Ugin, it's very sad. Tap land, okay. If they have Fumigate number 3, I swear to God, opponent. So you think they'll make Kithkin into Halflings? Opponent going to get lost the Nissa. And trying to decide what to kill, because apparently they have even more removal. Get lost on the plant. Opponent passes. Now let's crack a map. On the Bristly Bill. Mill the Bristly Bill. Crack a map. On the Bristly Bill. Mill even more Bristly Bills. Huh. Crack a map on the Bristly Bill. Mill a Zaz Chocobo. Crack a map on the Bristly Bill. Keep the Traveling Chocobo. Get in, hit you for 8. Play the Llanowar. But our opponent's at Ugin mana. And I feel like they're playing for an Ugin with how they cast those removal spells. Like, it would make sense to try to clear the board and then have Ugin kill the last thing. And if that's what they have, it's going to be tough. Oh. All right. Or maybe they have Market Backwalker for some reason. Well, in that case, let's play a Traveling Chocobo. Play the land off the top. Put a counter on the Traveling Chocobo. And the Llanowar Elves. And then pass? We don't want to attack him the Market Backwalker. Come on, no Woogan, no Woogan, no Woogan, no Woogan, no Woogan. Opponent plays the land. Sort of, sure. Sort of Venge. I didn't even remember that was in Standard. All right, Sort of Vengeance. Will that come in Foundations? Bloomborough? That was in Bloomborough? All right, opponent. Well, let's double up some counters real quick here. Grow the team. Oh, God. Traveling Chocobo Part 2. Escape Tunnel. Well, let's put some counters on our friends. I think we might have gotten there. Crack the Escape Tunnel. We were just going to go around the Market Backwalker. Counter. And then a Double Trouble and a GG. Make them big. Here they come. Chocobos. Opponent gonna block. Opponent going to die. And yeah, opponent, I don't know what they're up to, but it is spicy. It is very spicy. Magic is actually way harder when you don't know what your opponent's doing. So many people on Arena just play like a deck that performed in a tournament or something, and it makes it pretty easy to be like to know like 90% of what's in their deck. Then every once in a while, honestly, I think when you get a good record with like against odds or something, a lot of times I think that is in part because opponents just have no idea what we're actually trying to do. But yes, our opponent was definitely in that tier of I don't even know. We saw Fumigates, we saw a bunch of equipments. It's almost like, how many cards were in their deck? Normal amount of cards. Because it's almost like every game we played was a different deck. The first game, they had a bunch of like clouds and a bunch of swords on the cloud. The second game we just won easily, but it was like an Ugin game. And then this game, it's Sword of Vengeance, Market Backwalker, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. We saw like every card in their deck somehow. Oh, I got nothing wrong with net decking. I net deck too. I think net decking is actually a positive, but I do think one of the downsides of net decking is a smart opponent will know what's in your deck, or will know how to look up what's in your deck, or mostly what's in your deck. When if you're playing a brew, that's just not possible. All right, we have a couple of spoilers. We have a couple of spoilers. Let's see what we got here. First, Dubious Delicacy. 3 mana flash food. I don't know if you want food with flash. That sounds a little scary. Whenever this artifact enters, up to 1 target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. 2 and tap, sack it, gain 3 life. 2 and tap, sack it, target opponent loses 3 life. So, as removal, Worse Than Nowhere to run, which is 2 mana for essentially the same effect. As a black burn spell, though, I mean, 5 mana lose 3 life. I guess that's not great, but 5 mana kill something, eventually use 3 life. I don't know. That card's neat. I like the design of that card. I don't know if it's like a super good card, but I do think it's a cool design. The stream is talking special guests. All right. I am interested in special guests. Let's jump over.
Because everything is moved around, and they're just like, how do I even
So special guests, Sliver. So important to note on special guests. Also, let me know about the audio levels.
Graphic design and illustration.
If it's too quiet or loud.
Yeah.
That's again like that double skill set. So a lot of times we'll have more than one person kind of touching these.
So special guests, one of the coolest parts about special guests is they are all new to Arena.
This is James Balsama. He's kind of.
I really like this.
And his whole.
I like this
thing
treatment.
is trying to.
I like the treatment. It looks like an old sci-fi
in the
poster.
style of, like Alpha original Magic.
It looks
Okay.
like a
Just
secret
really
lair drop.
interesting. Kind of, we're going really full.
I played
circle
Ariad's
meta on
Tempting Apple
this.
before, and it worked better than
But he
it
was
worked
super
better than I was
excited who
expecting
would
for
need
sure.
to paint a sliver because they're the weirdest.
Oh.
Yep.
strangest, most unsettling.
Get to the
Even,
cards,
like,
Blake.
last week was listening to someone in the team next to mine who I just heard them out of nowhere being like, I don't like slivers.
And they were fired immediately
No.
because
No, it just
It
like,
does
one
look
of
like
those-
the
one of
VHS
those
Secret
great
Lair
things
app,
about
doesn't
Magic.
it?
There's a lot of weird stuff in here.
there is a lot of weird stuff, but
Yeah.
don't mess with slivers.
No, I think they're
Great.
they're incredible. Yeah. So anyway, so this taps into the pulp, sci-fi pulp novels that kind of happened in the 60s, 70s, 50s.
The kind
I
of
feel
flea
like
market
doing a
Now,
whole
yeah.
stream
For
talking
50
about the
cents
art is
now.
just a
Yeah,
little
and
excessive.
we went
Ooh,
all in,
Nintendo
you know,
Power.
we added
Oh,
the
you're right. That
distressing
does look
to
like
make them
Nintendo
look
Power
like an old
magazine,
book
doesn't it?
cover. We added a lot of like little graphic details around the edges. Like you'll see some of them have stuff that look like scratched off price tags. stuff
Nintendo
like that,
Power
because
magazine.
we just really wanted them to feel like that.
It does. I think it's the
Discovery Network.
font with the lines under it. It
Or even
does.
sometimes like there was
It
like, a
does
bunch
kind of.
magazines called, like,
It does
Amazing
kind of call
Stories
back
and stuff, and that
to
was another thing
Nintendo
we
Power,
used as
doesn't
a
it?
guide, because that helped us
Good
with
call.
the graphic design of it. Because they would be a magazine that would have like, you know, this story, that story, all these little like teasers.
All
on
right,
the
Blake.
covers.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
that helped
yes.
a
The
lot with
colors,
that.
colors.
James nailed it with the
What
color
about
palette on
cards?
this one. I love those like acidy green mountains in the background.
I don't think I
just
care about
weird-
art
just
enough
weird
for this
creatures.
stream.
Well, let's take a look at the weird creatures. Isn't quite the. It's almost a transition here. It's pretty close to transition because this one's not a creature, but
What
it
do we
covers
get?
some weird creatures. So,
What do we get?
Our next card is Warping Whale.
Oh.
It certainly has.
I mean, that
a
art's
weird creature
cool.
on the front of it.
Definitely can see
Yeah, so
the
this
the
one
warping
has some
on
of those
the guy's
additional
face. He
touches.
doesn't
I
like the
think,
whaling.
The 50 cents on the right side, and what else?
All right,
is-
warping whale.
I
Okay,
love
we'll
how
keep an eye on this. We'll keep an eye on this. They're going so slowly. We got to talk about the red mythic. We haven't talked about this card yet. Devastating Onslaught. So this one just popped up out of nowhere. Red and double X. Create X tokens that are copies of target artifact or creature you control. Those tokens gain haste until end of turn. Sack them at the beginning of the next end step. Ooh. Is this Doppelgang? This is Doppelgang. This is almost Doppelgang. Only gets artifact or creatures. Yes, it only lasts until the end of turn. Although, lasting until the end of the turn doesn't seem like a big deal because if you make... Well, I guess it doesn't scale like Doppelgang either, does it? Okay, it's not Doppelgang. Doppelgang's way better than this, but it's still a super cool card. So, for 5 mana, you get 2 copies. For 7 mana, 3 copies. For 8 mana, 4 copies. Or 9 mana, 4 copies. Create X token on this copy, target artifact. Yeah. I don't know. The card is very cool, but I keep thinking about Doppelgang, and I'm like, it doesn't scale like Doppelgang. I want X copies of X things, Wizard. You spoiled me with Doppelgang somehow. But this card's still pretty sweet. I think one of the cool parts of... Are you bummed that fetches aren't on the bonus sheet? Honestly, not. I mean, yes, more fetches is always fine, but fetches, the price has come down so much that it is not like it was 10 years ago where I was just, we were all begging for Wizards to reprint fetches because they were so expensive. So them not being in there right now is fine. Like, yes, it would have been cool if they were, but I don't think it's a deal breaker. Deafening Silence. Okay. Also currently on Arena, kind of a sideboard card. Sure. I think the Devastating Onslaught, what I'm most excited about is there's one card from Edge of Eternities that I don't think is really getting the credit it deserves. And I think this is partly my fault, right? It's partly my fault. Also, apparently we got the rest of the lands that we'll look through in a minute. But that card is Exalted Sunborn. Exalted Sunborn. You're like, okay, it's just another token doubler. We already got Elspeth in Standard. We already got Doubling Season in Standard. We just had Mondrak. We just had O'Hare. Do we really even care about another token doubler? But the interesting part of Exalted Sunborn is it's the first non-legendary creature token doubler, which means it should be able to do some crazy things with Devastating Onslaught. Because Devastating Onslaught, if you start making token copies of a token doubler, you just make a ridiculous amount of tokens, and you can even warp in the Angel for just 2 mana. So if you warp it for 2 mana and cast this like X2, X3, you should just win the game on the spot. I think though, what else can we do with the card? What else can we do with? Yeah, I think that's the first thing I thought of. What else would we do with this? I guess it's also cute that you can copy artifacts. The problem with copying creatures is if you dump 9 mana into copying a creature and your opponent kills the creature, you kind of just lose the game on the spot. It seems a little less risky to do that with artifacts, which are less likely to get blown up. Mythic combo with Terror of the Peaks like Calamity. That is true. If you can get down a Terror of the Peaks and copy it a bunch of times, you probably win the game. Or a Trumpeting Carnosaur, you discover a ton of time. Like, there's a lot of powerful things that if you get it going. Robe of Stars. I will say the art on these is sweet. I actually love the worn corners, like the heavy played looking corners. What do you think of the edges on these? Do you like? Modest of mind. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. What do you think of the heavy played look? Yeah, the art is so good. I think this is the best art set that we've had in a long time. I think this has to be one of the best art sets that we've had in a long time. Ooh, Nexus of Fate. 50 cents. 50. See, I thought Wizards did not acknowledge the secondary market. Wizards, 50 cents now. Is this them? Is that the MSRP? MSRP and Nexus of Fate, 50 cents? All of these look so good. They look so incredibly good. Yeah, the 50 sci-fi art just looks so cool. How would you have reacted if they made the entire set this way? I remember during the stream last week when they were first announcing this set, one of the people on the stream said is, if I had my way, I would have done all the art in the set this way. Do you think we could handle an entire set like that? Or do you think it'd be too jarring? Like, do we need the traditional, like, normal border, normal looking setup, and then this is just for special stuff? Or I guess the downside is, I could say it would be very confusing for new players. Like, instant is written where instant is supposed to be. The text is broken up around the cards. There's meaningless words and letters, which I guess we have all the time anyway, but with flavor words or flavor abilities, whatever they call them. Ooh, Paradox. The price tag. It looks so good. This has got to be one of my favorite treatments. I don't even really care about sci-fi, and it just looks so retro and cool. Plus, Paradox Age is a super, super cool card. We don't have Paradox Age on Arena, do we? I'm pretty sure this is the first Time Spiral, the list. Wow. You're on. Neotix on top of it. already up as a special guest. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I think that's what Spider-Man needs. I think Spider-Man needs to hit the comic book crowd. Well, let's see the rest of these lands. Is there anything good? The art is obviously spectacular, but all right, whole creature land. Oh my god, the whole 10-card creature land cycle. Man, this cycle. Do you remember when creature lands like this used to be good? Like, there was a Creeping Tar Pit looks really nice. That one, I don't know who the artist is on that one, but that one stands out. The art on a lot of these is really good, but then some of them, this Hissing Quagmire is super sweet. I'm gonna have to get some of these just to play in my decks, just because they look so nice. Oh wait, dark! Oh my god, darkness! Oh yes, I believe darkness isn't on Arena. The art's kind of, I don't know about the crocodile brain thing, but the art's a little weird on that one. Darkness is a sweet reprint though. I'm an Arena player who is Spider. You might know him as Arachnoid Human. Oh yeah. I mean, Darkness is kind of, there's a bunch of different fogs on Arena, but we don't have Darkness, I don't believe, on Arena. And Darkness, one of the better commander fogs. And this art is cool, and I will put it in my commander decks. That's a hit. That's a good one. That's a good reprint. It seems like, I'm glad we didn't watch the whole hour-long stream, because they spoiled a bunch of cheap creature lands. Cathedral of war and Grove of the Burn Willows. So we didn't actually miss much. They didn't really have many good cards left to show off. Instant. Yeah, it is. The formatting's kind of funny. Is this a reference to something? Why is the crocodile got his brain out? I don't know why I can't get over the crocodile brain. Also, look at it, looks like a gun from a cereal box. Is that supposed to be, is that a stapler? Is that his weapon? Is he fighting the crocodile? What is this thing behind them? Is that the darkness coming in to fog them? Why does he have a black mana symbol on his helmet? There's so many questions. There's so many questions. That would beat out this turn. I like that they underlined this turn. Oh, Magus of the Moon. Okay. Wait, we don't have Magus on Arena or either, do we? Oh, wait. We don't. I don't believe we do. Magus of the Moon. I don't believe Magus of the Moon has been on Arena. Oh, Blood Moon is on Arena. But to build a good Blood Moon deck, you need more than just Blood Moon. You need redundancy. And if you need more copies of Blood Moon, the redundancy is Magus of the Moon. It is the second best version of Blood Moon. Also, is he just evaporating that planet? Is he creating the Blood Moon? Oh, that's so cool. The laser's like creating the Blood Moon. And this guy is he chained up? The art on these is so wild. These have actually been really good. These have been good choices. They've done a good job with these special guests so far. I will give them a lot of credit for this entire set. Like, the mechanics look good. We'll see about Station if it actually works in 60 card formats, but the mechanics look fun to me. Ooh, Burgeoning. This is a Tomer special in Commander, and you should probably be playing it more often. And this also, I think, Burgeoning right now, well, that's kind of a money reprint. Burgeoning, originally from Stronghold. There is one special guest that I guess we probably should have bought. Conspiracy Take the Crown Commander 2016, still a $40 card. It's been almost a decade outside of the one secret layer since it's been reprinted. Burgeoning's very good. Yeah, that's another value hit. And I like that it's with art that I wouldn't mind playing in a deck. Like, the art's just like good enough that I actually want the cards from the art, but some of the secret layer, I made a mistake of I still regret it. I needed a skull clamp for a deck, and I was like, you know what? I should get one of the secret layer versions because they're cool. So, but then I got cheap. I was looking at the secret layer versions, and this one, which looks sweet, was like, I don't know, $15. But then I was like, oh wait, there's a secret layer version that's really cheap. I'll just get that one. So I got the skull clamp with the tattoo secret layer, and I actively don't like looking at the card. Like, I want to take it out of my deck just because I don't really want to look. I just don't really want to look at it. Is that Green Sun Zenith? Whoa, that's another value hit. Green Suns is like $40, right? $30-$40 because it got unbanned. Oh, maybe not. I guess more in the 30, 25-30 price range. Still another really good value reprint. Wizards knocking out of the park. But yeah, this one, if anyone wants the tattoo skull clamp, let me know and I'll trade you. I will trade you. You can have the leg. It's all yours. I will trade you for any other skull clamp in existence. You can have anyone. I mean, how many more of these do we have to go?
We always.
I bet this is the peak of it. I would be surprised if we got anything higher value or more exciting than the last two cards. Virgin and Green Sun's pretty good.
They look enough like mana symbols so that players know what.
Yeah.
We can't go crazy with it.
Yep. All right,
We
that
can't go-
is our final
that's it.
preview card for the day. That is
All right. Well, I mean, so the special guests look solid. Thank you, Blake. Well done, Blake. The special guests look pretty solid. They're not all up on the site yet, but I think the choices are pretty good. There's some interesting cards that we haven't had on Arena yet. Like Magus of the Moon is going to be super sweet on Arena. Strip Mine's going to be super sweet from the land sheet on Arena. So I'm excited to get to try new things on Arena. Plus, there was just some good value hits. Like Burgeoning's expensive, Green Sun's expensive. So it seems like they did a good job with the special cards in that one. That's where Shake a Leg comes from. It would be sick, yeah. The leg is what gets me. Like the tattoo itself is fine, but for some reason the actual human leg is just like off-putting to me on a Magic card. So I wish it was just like the tattoo. Like if it was just like, I don't know, full screen skin with the tattoo would probably be fine. But the actual leg is just weird. It's just weird. Anyway, everyone, what did we learn? What did we learn today? So we tried to exile our opponent's desire to play Magic, and it works sometimes. Our record, I think, was 1-2 or something. It played really long games, but we did get some salty wins. And then if you're looking for something different to play and you want to get some fast wins, keep an eye on the Landfall deck, because this has been a deck that's just been taking off recently, and it looks like maybe Traveling Chocobos and Tifa Lockharts and Zaz Chocobo might be enough to actually make a real deck, but I need to run and finish up a spoiler video to post on the YouTubes now that we got all these spoilers. So keep an eye out for that. Reminders on the way out the door today. Replay YouTube. That's for all the old streams. Normal YouTube, finishing up spoilers, gameplay going to get back to normal. Also, reminder that next week should be early access on Wednesday. So we'll probably be streaming on Wednesday rather than on Tuesday. And if you want to get signed in decks for early access, email them to me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Tweet them at me. Send them to me on Twitch. However you want to get them to me. I'd love to see your decks for early access. So, and a shout out to our sponsor, Card Kingdom. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all, and I know there's tons of things going on, so I appreciate you taking the time to hang out. Halfwing, Cat Camp fan, I will give some scratches and some pets to the animals. I love y'all. Have a wonderful day, and we'll do it again next week. So until then, everyone, be good, and I will talk to you soon.